Party cups, burning trees. We get high, we get tipsy. Then we dance, and then we kiss. Say goodbye, and then you miss me. New romance, key too sweet, key too fine, key too sexy. It's a must, 2G3. It's a must be, to the key too fine. When can life be any sweeter than this? Stay still, we found a moment of bliss. Take a pic, save this moment in time. Oh, when we were slaves to the pleasures of life. Feels so good, I feel so good. Feel so good, I feel so good. Feel so Take a chance, take a sip, take a risk. Actually, yeah. Nakuwan, nakuni, nakumind, nakuhisi. Vibe dangani, never lie. Feel alive when you're with me. It's a must, 2G3. It's a must, 2Z. When can life be any sweeter than this? Stay still, we found a moment of bliss. Take a pic, save this moment in time. Oh, when we were slaves to the pleasures of life. Feel so good, I feel so good. Feel so good, I feel so good.
Reacting. One day you're good, the next I'm packing my shit up to leave. It's getting taxing. How did we get here? See, I can't admit it's getting toxic, but it's so good when you're good, it's classic. I know better, just can't seem to manage without you when I try to. Baby, I miss you, and I miss how it feels just to kiss you. I start to regret having issues with things that I know I deserve to. I don't wanna be the one that's losing. Ordinary hate is so confusing. I don't wanna be the one that's losing. Love, is that enough?
Oh, hey guys, it's another Friday with Blaze Talks podcast, and today we have a couple of guests. And last week we could not make it because of various issues, but Leo we'll have a really good show. So we'll start with you, Nyandia. What's up?
Poa.
Kopoa.
Yes, have you been?
Tumekuwa fiti.
Poa pia sisi, tunakuwa, tunazeeka, tunafanya kazi, tunakuwa wajuaji, Nairobi.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So these guys are from Flavitech Solutions, and they'll tell us, like, almost in the same line of work.
Fields,
Yeah.
Yes.
So muna overlap. So they'll tell us about their work. Then we can take it from there.
My name is Flavian Dunda. I'm the founder
Nice to meet
of
you.
Tech Solution. Yeah.
Thank you, Anne.
Pleasure.
I'm Miss Mwangi, and I'm a logistics manager at Flavitech.
Nice to meet
So
you.
Flavitech, what do you do at Flavitech, essentially?
We are, I'd say, a tech solution business, not a company per se. So we develop web-based and software solutions, depending with the need of the customer, regardless of the industry you are in.
Yeah.
The solution you need, you just approach us and then we create it. And if we already have the solution, we modify it to your needs. according to your
You
needs.
tailor make it.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. You do apps and all the business.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we majorly focus
On web-based.
On
web
web-based.
apps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Web apps, yeah.
Okay, fun.
So
Yeah.
nini difference ya web apps na these kawaida apps?
Hizi kawaida apps. Web apps inatumiwa nini, you have to go online, as in you go to
Oh, you don't
Google,
have
for
to
example.
download
you don't need to
anything.
download an app, then now the app you have to download. But Squeezy, I've seen like sometimes some of them, even without downloading, you can still have the functionality of an app. Sindio?
Yeah.
It's become
Focuses.
nice.
Now that's a web app.
Yeah. There's a different style I've seen with Felix. I'm trying to remember. There's a way you showed me where you didn't have to download the app, but it was still functioning. But yes, basically web app. But like, I don't know. Tech is just cool. It just keeps on changing every time. You always find something really nice. So really nice to meet you guys. Yeah. Pleasure to meet you.
So Nyandia, tuambie what
Sasa, me, I'm in marketing. My background is software engineering, interestingly. That's what I went to school for. So my bachelor's in software engineering and networking. Then now I discovered that I had a knack for people, right? And I like finding people and solutions. But then I was very into the whole vibe of tech. Like mimi sikuwa nataka kutolewa kwa hiyo box ya kuwa nerd. I wanted to remain a nerd. I'm very nerdy. I like t-shirts. I used to love what do you call hoodies?
Hoodies, tomboy
Yes,
vibes.
yes, I look like a dyke. But a feminine one. So I really do like having that vibe. And I was very introverted. I'm very social, but I'm also very introverted. I like being by myself. But when I'm around people, I'm very onto life. Yes.
Yeah.
But in the house, you'll find me in my corner by myself, just minding my business. Yeah. So I kept being pushed into digital media. I kept on pushing back. Then COVID happened. I had started doing social media and digital media. This is 2013. Yes, imagine. Before, like, that's when, like, IG had just penyad.
Yeah, IG, that time, I remember.
Yeah, it has just penyad. There were no ads. Facebook had no ads. I think ni Google ads too zilikuwa. I don't even think there were programmatic ads back then. Like, it's very little that was nini. Bado radio was king of ads, TV.
Even like
magazines.
digital marketing and that influencer thing ilikuwa very young.
Yeah, there was just celebrities, like, Nameless, Wahoo. But even, like, now there's influencers.
Yeah, and even like Kenyan Twitter, like ukiwa na 200 followers, you are big. Yeah.
Ulikuwa unagather follow train vibaya sana. You were
200
so
followers, yeah.
big. Back then it was akina you, akina Droid, akina who and who. Like it was, but those were really
But
nice times.
those days ilikuwa people
It
were
was
just
so
there for fun.
less
Yeah.
toxic,
Yeah.
man.
It was just for fun.
Insulting each other.
Ilikuwa niyo, I call it a
it was
day.
just like
And
it
also, by the way, like how people were tweeting, it was really different back then. Like, yeah.
extremely. Sai Twitter man, unaweza amka if you're not on Twitter for a couple of hours, by jioni hutaelewa
What is
chochote.
going on? Yeah.
Utafloat kuruka.
Like the whole conversation ya kupita tu.
Utaelewa. Utapata tu kuna mtu anarostiwa, ujui ni nani, imeanza wapi, ujui mamake amekujaje kwa hiyo story. Like it's crazy. Like oh my god.
Yeah.
This is where like those radio guys get content from. Because man,
It was mad.
it's absurd.
Yeah. So how did you switch from like the tech side to marketing?
Pesa. I stayed 7 years jobless, you guys, like hustling. I shipped shoes from China. I sold office to office. What else did we do? We tried a little bit of farming. Like I tried everything. At the side, I am still doing some software work. I learned how to repair comps here and there. People don't even know that. So because kuna ile technical work you must learn how to do as long as you've done any course in IT. Then COVID hits. A friend of mine opens a butchery called Zulu Meats. And he tells
Zulu,
me,
yeah.
yes, and he tells me, me, I'm busy. This thing is growing. So you just pick it and just figure out what you can do with it. And we scale. And we scale. On a weekend, Zulu Meats would make, and I don't know, on weekends, like on a good weekend, Saturday, we would make over 70K.
Damn, yeah. So
For a tiny
we had gone, like my friend stays over there.
In
yeah,
Muthaiga?
Yeah, in Muthaiga.
Yeah.
So venye tulienda, we could not believe that this
Kanatoshana
inatoshana hivi
Hii
and
meza.
and like they are doing
Watu wanaorder tu.
ilikuwa
we used to
nini
do,
ya
like we made muturakul. Like we're the people who made muturakul in Nairobi again. Everybody's like, oh God, you can't do that, Mukuma. Yeah.
And,
until Adele O is eating mutura and Patricia Kehoro and Miss Mandy and who is who. And then I got them partnerships with the ABL.
Damn.
So we introduced meal packs. So we had something like if Thursday and Friday, and then we made it limited. So it would create an essence of FOMO, right? FOMO marketing is an actual thing. So there was some at a certain time on Thursday and at a certain time on Friday, we would sell a meal that was 1,000 and another one that was 1,500. That was quarter a kilo of nyama with 2 cans of beer and ugali or chips or whatever your accompaniment. Then the chicken one was 1,500 and it was choma. Oh my God, they used to. Do you know what it means to get alcohol delivered to your office in Nairobi?
I know.
Hey,
And
I did
like
not know
the other
that Kenyans
thing,
were
yeah.
suffering
Yeah.
that badly.
In the office,
It
Yeah.
hit so bad, so people started calling. That's how EABL came to me. They were like, "Okay, you guys, Bana, these partnerships are crazy," and yeah, that was the story. It was.
And the other
really
thing
nice.
that I used to love about you people was those packages, raw meat, like you could package meat
yes.
in.
We created affordable packages for guys. So instead of you having to think, I run a household of 1 or 2 or 3, I need like 3 kilos of meat for this month. I created packages that were different. So I had a package for 15, 3K, 5K, 10K. And then they were wholesale. So you would get so much
meat and
So much.
yeah, even like I think you guys and ilikuwa ni your time when these businesses were blowing up on Twitter. So I think you guys were on the forefront of all that.
Yeah. And I was in Sharks, you guys. I could not even afford to live in Nairobi. I'd moved. So I would wake up in the morning, I take my father's cows outside, nazifunga huko nje, narudi kwa nyumba. Sasa imeletwa. Ebu pelekeni nyama kwa Patricia Kihoro, somewhere sijui where. Have you called so and so? This. Imagine.
That's how you work.
After ikifika, ng'ombe hazijakunywa maji, bio. Me and my software engineering degree. Imagine. Let me tell you, life is humbling. Life is humbling. Yeah, then slowly I decided to go back to school. I did CIM UK. I became what they call a chartered marketer, which is the highest level.
So we used to have this like video tu nyingi za Wahindi.
Oh, it's
Kwa hard disk.
nile time watu walikuwa download ma
Kwa
video.
YouTube so kwa like
Alafu inawekwa kwa kitabu.
alikuwa kwa
CD.
alikuwa anaenda kwa library ndio kulikuwa na net. Yenye at least naweza download video. So alikuwa amezi download nyingi so one day nikaamua nipitie. Nikaona nini there was a folder that had how to create a social platform like a replica of
Oh,
Facebook.
yes.
I think it's still on YouTube
It is, yeah.
or with PHP.
And when was this? Yeah, what year was this?
2016.
Uh-huh.
So mi nikapita nayo.
We apologize,
Nikapita nayo, nikachukua, nikaanza kufollow the inaitwa nini hizo procedures. So when I was in first year nilikuwa nasema unajua mimi niko na Facebook yangu vitu kama hiyo ni. Passion nikagrow hapo, so nikaanza kupewa gigs ndogo ni website sijui nini. So we grown from there. Then we met with Miss Mwangi this year. So we are upscaling from where we had left.
Also, like as a logistics person, what do you do for yeah?
Also, mimi pia study computer science, but I'm more of a people's person. So nikafanya hizo software development, website development and all that. But after campus, I used to get people gigs. Like I used to get people who want me to help them create websites. And then I have people who want jobs. So I used to link them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I've never actually, I don't think nishaikachi code ile serious. I'm usually in the middle. Like I have people who want this and I have
Then you
developers up. And then
bring
I'm-
them together.
Yeah.
I think you people are important. What wow, like for
Sana.
because you guys are so antisocial. You don't ampendi
Yeah.
kusumbuliwa, and then
Una venye ameingia.
yeah,
Yeah.
ampendi kusumbuliwa.
And then sasa mimi niko like I interact with nimeenda corporate for some time, but I was in finance. I wasn't even working in a tech company. Alafu nime freelance sana for more than 5 years I think.
Nice.
So when we met with him, I was like, I want to quit my job in finance. Like it's not even giving me that yeah, I'm working,
gratification,
my brain is
yeah.
working, like I'm just there. It's
Robot.
It
Wake
was-
up, work,
yeah.
sleep.
every day 8 to 5, to 4, and then go home. It's exhausting with a lot of paperwork, printing documents, doing what.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fun.
Yeah.
So when he brought up the idea, I told him, actually, I know someone who needs something, and we started there. We are actually we are almost done with his projects.
Also, you're also biz dev.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
But we have a couple of products that have been
So you have like you're offering solutions, but at the same time you have already existing products.
Yeah.
actually we have a dating web app.
Hiyo ndo ilikuwa one of the things I wanted to ask, but tutauliza baadaye. So you have several solutions. So there's that.
Portfolio, yeah. Yeah.
And we have like when we met, I told her that I have a couple of like, projects nimemaliza but
They're just there.
hazija roll out. So akaniambia ulikuwa unalalia ukifanya like ujenzi and roll.
Yani he has like a folder of things lying somewhere.
And they're brilliant. So you're like, why aren't these
I'm
out
like,
there?
I'm mind blown. Like
Yeah.
these things, people need to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of guys like you often need a push like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
so,
yeah.
nini S na I also saw on your bio kuna that X space.
Space.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Oh, you do X spaces?
no.
Oh. I was like, what?
No, it's Twitter space. Masa, see, Twitter
Rebranded,
so,
yeah.
So we call it X space. Like it's Twitter space KE. It's a platform where we invite people to talk about. We started with business and finance, right? But now we have diversified because people want to talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
The other week we had a conversation about EVs. We had Leroy, the engineer wa
I know
bikes.
Leroy, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one we had Alex Mwanzo wa Space ya Magari. Like we invite different people based on what people are interested
Yeah.
in talking
That,
about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah, we should have you too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
a lot of Twitter spaces. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, you usha nini umetoka nini Shags, umetoka
Shags,
softwares,
nikarudi.
umerudi kutoka nini Shags. So hiyo CIM like CIM, like ili nini, what did it do
So-
for you as a professional?
Me, I believe sahi money is for anyone who upskills. Like uwezi kaa like hata podcasting, I'm sure kuna ka technology unaendaga uko like oh, this is cool, I need to figure this out. Anybody who is stuck at 8 to 5 with the way companies are doing layoffs sahi man, kama hauna extra skill utakipata. So kuna a lot of marketing courses, right? Kuna
Yeah.
But I wanted a very practical approach and I wanted certification yenye itanikubali ni work anywhere. Especially because virtual was a thing.
Yeah, virtual
so
was
jobs,
in 2020.
mob tulikuwa tuna apply zilikuwa za nje. Unataka pia agency. That's what has enabled me because nimefanya pia agency abroad mbili.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So but it was because of that certification.
The certification.
Ni kama CPAs, right? Because CPAs are known
World over, yeah.
so kuna ya marketing inaitwa CIM. Sasa hiyo ndo nat. Ulikuwa unaingia class hivi, nimetoka kwa babangu Jago. Unaingia class, so the Kenyan one uko na like head of marketing wa sijui my dawa sijui wa nini. Then mnaingia moja kubwa in your class, uko na head of marketing Google Island, uko na head of marketing Facebook. Uko like my god. Well, then there is little old me, nimetoka kukamua mbuzi.
Mang'ombe. Jago.
2 months ago. You're like, god damn, like life changes. So the thing is, you also have to identify courses that are gonna do something for you. Because on top of that, I also got Google certified. Like I feel like it's very important that you go on a certification, ka Google in whatever it is, as long as.
But they in I've seen, because I do a lot of ECV work. I've seen those certifications come up, especially for Google. They are, most of them are free.
Yeah.
And they cover very broad. Even there is for. Not, you don't have to be a marketer.
No,
kuna za web, kuna data analytics, project management,
I think even in music they have courses, they have all these sorts of courses. Alafu, there is a certain place papers will take you. Na kuna mahali yazita kupitisha. We realized that when we were much older. Tulikuwa tunadhani papers
they are very important. They go to school.
Kufikisha a certain place peke. Then now skill takes over. Then skill gets you to a certain place, you're back to papers. So mimi nilikuwa nimepelekwa na papers. Then skill ikanipeleka. Then now I needed papers. If I need that extra now top money, kuna papers I need that are international based. Like you can be so talented. And then unaingia hivi place unaulizwa, are you Google certified? You're like, oh god damn. And that is the difference between now the $1,000 pay and the $6,000 pay. Interestingly, that is why watu wanafanya ALX ile is it who the IBM or Amazon? Who does ALX? Then
ALX is ni just haina nini any affiliation, it's just an organization.
Yes, that's why a lot of people are doing ALX because it's a thing right now. Because now utaenda kufanya anything that is in relation to data. So are you ALX certified? Just to give you that extra stamp. Unaweza hata huna bachelor's, hata huna course yoyote. But if you have that certificate.
But then I realized, especially for tech people, most of them easy papers. Awana the campus papers. They have these as a two niche papers.
Because it doesn't need, you don't need 4 years to be like an insane coder, right? Like if for you it took like a CD, a stolen CD. A stolen CD. That is why unapata watu wanaenda. That's why Moringa School is doing very well. Because wanafanya, I think it's 6 months. Wanafanya a very nice 6-month course. Unatoka you're if you're patient you're able yes. Now that is what they've brought the courses pamoja. Because what I did is
focusing on building. Like,
and then they are practical and they are so practical. Sika kampo atikingia communications one HIV AIDS
even we had a few weeks ago we had some dudes who were complaining about the same thing. Mnasema juu alikuwa adai when he was in campus, or I think his brother ako campo, what is being taught in programming na what is being used ni kama iko like the technology yenye inafunzwa ni from 2000s na what he's doing right now iko saizi like something very current. So unaingia tu hivi kwa market umefloat.
Sisi time yetu tatuko tunajua GitHub ni nini. So like today people are like, you need software, what's your GitHub link? I'm like, bro, you think we had GitHub? Okay, first of all, that's nice. You think I'm that young, but you really think we had my first year of coding, we were writing code in books.
I know.
Like
Una debug hapo.
una debug hapo, una create brackets zako, una call variables zako on paper, you guys.
But
And if
they
you
still
miss
do
it, you
that.
fail.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Stop it.
But that's
They still do that.
no.
That is just wrong.
So Jade alikuwa ananishow he had to print he had to print code
I can't.
aende asome mtaa.
Yeah.
Hey,
They still-
that was
people still
horrible.
write
You
code.
didn't see that guy who tweeted akasema he went for an interview and they gave him a paper like write
Andike.
a code hapa. And he said, you know what, I'm not doing that.
I'm out. Yeah, yes. If you think about it, it makes sense. Maybe I was like, what are we doing? Sisi hadi exam yetu asitaisahau. Exam yangu second year ilikuwa was it a Visual Basic project, because we could still code even in Visual.
VB,
I started coding in Pascal.
Oh my god.
1960 what language, we coded a game on paper, a 4-hour exam. A game.
And then the weird part is, you know how it's supposed to
Yes, all your case ifs, everything, all your modules, kila kitu you would call on paper. So nowadays I normally sit whenever I even choose who I tell when I talk about my background is in software engineering, because people today are like, you're lying. I'm like, bro,
Stone Age.
hey, what? It was crazy. You
And
can't
actually
imagine.
sisi tulianza coding vizuri that year.
Yeah.
Because first year, second year, we used to do uko na lapi but ni ya movies na kuwatch videos.
Bana. Hey,
Yeah,
galababo, kazi yako ni conscience.
Like, hata ukibeba lapi, hata muende kwa computer lab,
Yeah.
you're not doing anything.
Hakuna.
Ako tu hapo anaandika tu kwa whiteboard. Like,
Ye mwenyewe nikaa kwa guesswork kidogo.
yeah, by the way.
Questionable. Hao walimwaga mbo. I'm very sorry. Were questionable, a lot of them. Because they are also teachers, they've learned how to teach on theory.
Yeah.
Huyu mwalimu ukimfanyia project umwambie, I need you to help me debug this.
We don't know.
It's
The worst
nene.
part was, anaambia akiona like you understand, anakufanya sasa wewe ndio utakuwa una take over his class.
Yes.
And then you're the one who's teaching the rest.
Acha
Because wewe ndio una
nikwambie.
understand.
In
And then
campus.
ako tu hapo like wow. That's good. Like,
Sisi in campus, project yangu ya graduate, we needed a piece of code that no teacher knew. We needed to mesh and create a link. You needed to create your own communications link where your application could send an SMS. Please, unaona sahi kuna plugins za aina zote. That is so simple. Yeah. That teacher sold us that code. This teacher is supposed to teach you how to create that code. Hajui, ameenda akauziwa, sijui na student was sijui university gani. Kakodi kadogo hivi. Alikuja na akatuzia. Instead of teaching us, juu tumefloat, like projects zetu zote zimestall because we need that code. The project was very specific. Mazi alituzia. Like, God damn.
Poleni. So for you guys, mme develop those solutions. One of them ilikuwa ni that dating app. The other one was an e-commerce.
yeah, we have an e-commerce site. The one we are settling Johari Organization March to the White Cane Drive, yeah, 20th next month. And then we have a new product we launched like 3 days ago, I think. Yeah, VCard. It's an e-commerce WhatsApp VCard.
Yeah, I saw that too also. So can you take us through
Yeah.
Nini? So earlier I was talking to Nyandi. I was asking her, is a business, like a small business, is it necessary that they have a website? So I think you'll tell us on the technical side, and then she'll tell us the practical and the marketing
on the
side of
marketing
things.
side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For this specific platform, I think
Those are the mic here, see? Your side, yeah.
Eliminates the need for a website. For example, if I sell like thrifted clothes, I don't need a website to sell that. I just need a platform where I can create a catalog and share it with people on Twitter, WhatsApp, any other social media platform. And then when people view the catalog, wanapata the specific products. For example, this dress is a size 6, it's going for 500. If I need it, I add it to cart. Niki add to cart, it prompts the seller kwa WhatsApp yake. This person wants this piece of cloth, alafu ni jina yake na phone number na maybe location, and then you take it from there. as opposed to vile unapost vitu kwa kama kwa stories and people are just viewing, but
And
someone wants to ask you maybe a question, but they don't want to like aende sasa kwa messages and message you and all that. They just add it to cart and then it prompts you sasa wewe the seller, and the person does not need to be on Vendit to buy the product from you. Ataenda tu kwa social media yako, like with just one click inakupeleka tu kwa WhatsApp yake.
And how are you onboarding these businesses?
Actually, so we were doing a test to see how people were going to like respond.
Visibility.
Yeah, and then I think people like it. We already have like a few people in Amesha register, but obviously Wakenya wanakuwa like.
I even know what you'll have a problem with. You'll have an issue with FMCG, with fast-moving goods.
Yeah.
You'll need people who have a portfolio of items.
Yeah.
Then that way it's easier to manage as opposed to someone who has one of something.
Yeah.
One of something is always hard, whether it's on app, whether it's on shop. It's always hard to be like sold out every single time. But that is really cool. That is interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So for small businesses, what, like let's say I'm selling something, is it a must that I have a website? Like,
I feel like you need a catalog, like she mentioned, right? The first thing, okay, so there was a statistic report that was released. 93% of shoppers or anybody who just, even window shoppers in South Africa, Kenya, and Nigeria do it on mobile. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the necessity of either being on social media or on some form of digital media.
Yeah.
So now what happens is, if you have, because of the way people have been conned a lot on IG, Facebook,
Yeah, yeah,
marketplaces, people always take a website as an extra stamp of approval. They're
you
like,
actually exist.
oh, they actually do exist.
Yeah.
Because there is no way they went and did a website
whole
just
Yeah,
to con us. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong. Kuna website hadi ya 5K out here.
Yeah.
But ningumu, you get?
Yeah.
So it gives like that extra stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Now, where you can mitigate costs is, like there was something Felix was showing me today, because we have a client who does not have like a website budget, and they feel also that their business is small. So there's a lot of sites that have come up, even like yours. What's that site specifically called? The one you were showing me?
By Oracle.
Yes.
For Gloria Foods.
Yes. So Oracle has created something. It's sort of what you're saying, like a catalog site, where you can go and customize a page for your own. And then you just, only when you want to now have like people pay through the site, do you now start paying for the add-ons. But technically it's free. It's like a free Wix, but much nicer than Wix, right? much nicer than Wix. But so if you feel like you do not want to spend money where you need to hire like a website
Yeah, you
guy,
don't.
Yeah.
there's a lot of places online that will allow you to have like a catalog. Go there, use that, but make sure you have it. It's registered on Google My Business. It has a map attached to it. That way at least tuanze hata kuhack SEO. Such that when people come and just search, wataona kuna ka website link, kuna Instagram, kuna tu picha kadhaa, then people are like, okay, these guys are real.
They are legit.
Yeah.
So the other product I saw you guys near, like the dating app, and you'll try to sign up, but your process. your process ilikuwa nini?
Hectic.
Nini like kuna whole form like, but before nini my as a user my issues. So how is nini that your product working? What prompted that? Who are you targeting?
Look at that. We're all looking at you. He prompted it.
So there's someone who approached me early this year, I think late last year, and he told me he wanted a dating app, dating website, not app. So I did my little research, I worked on it, but akapotea. So I think a few months ago mtoka bring up your story, kasema
why not?
let me bring it up. So it may bring a whole different vibe on Twitter.
Inaitwa?
It was date at Vendit. Yeah.
So interesting. Is it like live?
Yeah,
Is it
so
live
so
already?
like
God, anyway.
it's a website.
I'm actually
Yeah.
curious.
So niliona
Yeah.
kwa hiyo page kianza you have to put your like I had put my gender and then the preference and then maybe the age yenye nataka those mamas wakue, si ndio? kuna hiyo age. So how are you matching sasa sisi wase na like how are you matching these people? And like
Inategemea na from your preference. If your preference ni you want 30 to 40 ama 20 to 30 and she also wants the same, mtapatana tu.
na nini na
Swipe.
kuna nini kuna jusi kuingia kwenda nini kuna do you have is it as these other kawaida dating apps where you have amani just where you have like you can swipe left, you can swipe right?
Yeah.
They're swiping.
Oh.
The difference is we are offering premium packages for free. Like you're not paying anything for the premium features.
What are
Then you
the
want to lipia.
what are
You have
premium
to pay
features?
to see
Who liked
you,
your-
who sent you a
who-
message and all that.
I have
Your
never
profile.
joined a
Yeah.
dating
Yeah,
site in
so-
my life.
Wow.
Like basically
You
You
should.
should. Just like the
You
difference
shouldn't.
is we have
you should but you should but for customer research you should for whatever but some ina depend on which app you are joining. So like the premium
Yeah.
it works like for these dating apps you the easy swipes ndo zinaleta dos ndio essentially so when you swipe kuna inafika some level where they start charging like kuta swipe right anymore.
Oh.
So you have to pay some fee
Uendelee kuona
ndo swipe. So ukinini kuona watu ni other side where like uangalie who has liked your pictures.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not your
People
pictures.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
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 Because there are people who have already paid and they are like, oh, I like this one. But you cannot see that. Because how
Yeah. And also I saw ni ati inaweza kurukisha line ukilipa.
What do you
Then-
line here?
Kuna line like especially so for dating app especially for dudes it's brutal for dudes.
Nazi.
It's very brutal. There's some study that was done.
Yeah.
So 80% like chicks on dating apps wanaonanga 80% of dudes unattractive. So for every let's say for every 10 dudes at a swipe right maybe two dudes.
Oh, wow.
Na most of the time hata akiswipe to right on these two dudes it kuna venye hawatakuwa up to her standards or something. Yeah. So that's how the premium feature works.
in another side.
Yeah. So how many nini users ama hiyo ni confidential like user data how many users
You
mko
have.
nao so
Have you
far
onboarded?
ama wenye sign up
So far we have 500 plus.
500.
Nice.
That's dope.
Unafaa kupeleke kampo.
Yeah.
Take it to campus.
Take it from her.
And then, let me tell you.
So,
let me tell
yeah.
you what happened with is it
Bumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she did that. She did a campus tour. She created these the dating app. Kama haunge access a party.
Oh, wow.
Haunge access a certain party. So she would do parties in campuses. And only if you had the app would you access the party.
Oh, wow.
And then the people who had the apps met in these parties. So she did like a campus tour.
Match.
And within like a month, she had 15,000 people, you know, in one small city in San Francisco signed up. So she created an element of FOMO where people want to go to these really cool parties. But then if you're not on the app, you cannot access. You cannot even know where the party is. Yeah, so it had to be through the party.
And then she did something where on that app like on Tinder you can anybody can DM the other person but
It
on
was-
Bumble it's
yes,
chicks who
yes.
are
They have to approach the dude.
the dude. So
Yes.
akisha swipe right
Yeah.
au mkiswipeana umatch I mean the
can
dude
access.
yeah so she'll have to prompt you ndo
Yeah. So she gave like power to the girls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then that was a very nice marketing move.
Very
Yeah,
strategic.
yeah,
Very strategic move. Because even when she's pitching for funding, she's like, it's empowering women,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
But then
Because
ndo
now-
inakuwa one of their like slogans where it's putting power in
Yes,
your
empowering
hands.
women. It was very nice because she can decide to just shut down the whole conversation. She's the one who decides how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
so
it's a
even
very-
lawsuits
yeah,
zenye watapata
yeah.
ni
It's a very
sijui
classy app.
Some dude
Yeah,
was
yeah.
harassing some chick. It will never happen.
It's a very classy app. Alafu
Sana.
even the reporting ni kama how people compare Bolt
Yeah.
and Uber.
Yeah.
The reporting ya nini ya this ya Bumble it's really like nikawa panga assume say 2 strikes or 3 strikes.
Ushatoka.
Eh,
They are
usha-
very
they sha-
strict and
yeah.
nice.
Ban you.
That is
Yeah,
nice.
they ban you or something.
Yeah.
They did some really good work. So what's the future for your app like like the future for the app?
For the dating app.
Yeah.
So we are targeting. We want to focus first on Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
At least we be the inaitwa nini?
Pioneers.
The pioneer.
Mm.
At least something that is Kenyan made. A dating app that is Kenyan made for the Kenyan needs.
Yeah.
So from there we can expand to South Africa and maybe Africa.
Okay.
So nini niyo tu the sign mko on web.
Yeah, on web. Yeah.
So let's assume you are nini you've signed them up.
Yeah.
What would you do? Like it's a young startup. What would you
Yeah.
do?
I would for sure figure out something to do. I would go the Bumble route where you try and create FOMO. Like right now, FOMO is what kills people. What mtu ata karibu sijui afanye nini akisikia kuna event haizia access. Yes, and partnerships will always be your best friend, right? Whether it's partnerships, strategic partnerships with companies that do like anything adult, whether it's alcohol, condoms, all these things. Even the Ministry of Health, for example, strategically in things like reproductive health, education.
Oh, by the way, yeah,
Yes.
I've seen most of
Kuna
these
campaign kama hiyo
CSRs.
Yes.
Alafu pia kuna ilikuwa ni form ni gani? Unakumbuka form ni gani?
Yes, from Nigani.
Some of those.
Na pia sahi there is a lot, they're about to start a lot of campaigns around sexual and reproductive health in West Africa and East Africa, where they're about to launch a massive campaign. So those are now the places that you would jump to, you would figure out, because you guys have the data and you have the age group they're technically looking for. So now that is those are the strategic partnerships I would sort of figure out for you guys, because partnerships are everything, right? Yeah. But then, yes, I would do a campus tour for sure. For sure. Yeah. And then I would also create a segment for the oldies. Right now, people are embracing divorce and all these other things more. So what would they try? That's why they've even created this. They've created like a bachelor for older people. No, like Bachelor and Bachelorette.
Yeah.
They've created Love Island. Those shows for young guys. They've created one for older people. And I hear it's really nice.
And also one of the things then I'd encourage you as the site, the developers and all authenticate these people, because one of the problems with Tinder right now ni scamming. You get like scamming and all.
How do people scam on Tinder?
So
Other than
it's funny. Yeah, ni but most of the time ni thirst tu, ni like thirst ndo ina thirst ndo inafanya watu wakwe wa scam.
Pesa, like una
Ni kaa tu
scam
catfishing basically. It's catfishing basically. Ni catfishing.
The worst
Yeah.
part, it's the men who ask these ladies
Yeah.
for money. And the
You are lying.
Real person who is doing
Chukua ile app ya magari. Sikucheza ni gani. Head of marketing wao ni best. No.
yeah, so
Nisikia nikiongea vibaya, but how watu. Yeah, but that is really cool.
yeah, it's a really cool
But
concept.
don't
Yeah.
you think if you tell people we need you to verify that you're actually this person, you run away?
So I think the thing ni kwanza you get the
The numbers.
like what I'd advise ni mjue tu venye you'll get women on that app.
Yes.
Ukishajua how you get the ukishajua how you'll get the women, hakutakuwa na issue juu like the thing is you want to offer safety to these women or to, like to that experience, to the experience ya nini equal like a very seamless experience for anybody who's there. So make sure you've gotten the mamas on that app and then from there mkisha get the chicks the dudes will follow. Yeah,
That's the thing, actually. Yeah, nika clubs too. There's hot chicks.
Yeah, just get hot
Everything
chicks.
else is gonna work.
So I think that's why she was saying those partnerships.
Key.
If you get like these partnerships, itakuwa very
Yeah.
itakuwa off to the races.
Once women are
Yeah.
are an incentive for anything. But that is really, really cool. And then with time you can monetize the data.
Yeah.
And we also have a really cool admin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah, he's also a tech anadu tech.
Lakini hajulikanangi but he
Alisema anataka kukua
Chini ya-
unknown.
yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of get it. Yeah. Anything that has to do with data and such things, it becomes a thing.
Yeah, I love data by the pia juu kwanza mkinini the first year mtusaidia na that data juu the data that we got I saw from Tinder, it's especially for men it's heartbreaking. Juu there's this person aliswipe let's say hypothetically swipe like 15,000 times. Then when you swipe 15,000 times, aliswipe like 10,000 times right. Alafu unapata watu wenye aliswipe 10,000 times right, maybe like only like 1,000 wataswipe on him. So 9,000 wako
Out.
wako out. And then this one maybe 1,000. Na hiyo 1,000 is very optimistic. It's very optimistic. Ati ameget 1,000 right swipes. So utaget these things will distill up to maybe 18 ndo wataongea akwe ghosted, and then they'll meet like 10 people. They go to dates. Yeah, those
Your funnel tally.
those stats are very bad. They are very mkiget time check hiyo nini, it's very
Alafu mtell customer stories.
Yeah.
I hope like one of the people who meet there ever get married. That would be so nice.
actually
Yeah.
have those on Twitter.
Yeah.
There's
People who've met.
there's this app called NGL
Eh.
where you
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That is nice.
yeah,
That would be very
it's nini hizo UGC zinakuanga very dope.
poa sana. Social proof is anything. People will buy anything because of social proof. Anything, I'm telling you. They're like, kitu unaona hii cloud ni no. Like you get 3 people to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other questions that I had was, you people are doing e-commerce, you're doing marketing. So and then there's been this AI thing that has come out of nowhere. So how is it affecting your industries, and what can like people do to take advantage of that?
So like us at Multiline, we are a very AI positive agency. Like our work has been, we've structured a lot of our processes to be automated because of AI. Sisi, we are the people who pay for tools and AI and all. So we're very data based. Like we take jobs that are very specific, and that is why even our costs are different from other people's costs, because everything we do is data based. It's data backed marketing, right? Because you'll rarely go wrong when
With
you have the
data,
right
yeah.
data.
Yeah.
Yes. So AI will not take your job, but someone who works with AI
Will.
for sure. For sure. And AI makes things easy. Like me, tasks that would, like for example, it used to take me how long to do a strategy? Like 2 weeks, right? Because of research. And this is like a 3-year strategy, like a very intense strategy. Right now, it's like a day. And I'm done. And I've said, and it's, oh my God, nuts. Like I know it will pass. I'll go present to some really huge company and they're like, oh, this is perfect, implement.
Right.
You get. So for me, AI has been like super positive. But I do know that if people are not willing to upskill, because me, I write my own prompts. Like I've had to learn how to do
let me interrupt you. So when you talked about prompts, there was I saw somewhere there's someone who's offering classes on how to prompt or prompting. Yeah.
TikTokers, wacha tu. They're giving, they're crazy, man. They'll monetize anything. They'll monetize anything. I sat here and I thought, I used to give prompts for free. Like I have like a package where I have like a lot of marketing prompts. Like enter the way it is, it will build for you a marketing strategy for like 3 years. Very feasible, very localized to Kenya or Nairobi or where you tell it to go. Itakwambia hadi venye uta measure all your marketing, anything. Itakwambia hadi the apps you'll use to measure your marketing yote. Brilliant prompts.
Yeah.
And I give them for free. But then I went on TikTok. That's where I
Those
saw people
things
are, like,
are being sold.
yes,
Yeah.
kwanza kuna mtu anauza $500 a class. I'm like,
I should do that.
And for the thing that we realized with Victor, he does some virtual assistance work.
Yeah.
These things then we take for granted, like writing something small.
Oh my God.
They are getting paid. Like people are getting huge bags.
And Kenyans are smart, let me tell you. Because you know we are street smart. Prompt is very street smart. It's studying how the machine thinks.
Yeah.
So if you're street smart, it's actually more street smart than book smart. Because they talk in a very different way. You don't have to have very nice English. You can tell it.
And even what
whatever.
you're saying is you don't have to be even grammatically correct. You don't have to have like complete sentences. You just have to know how to
tell it.
Yeah.
You simplify it. Literally, you stupidify yourself, kabisa. The stupider your sentence is, the better data it's gonna give you. Yeah. So literally, it's true what you say. The things we think are normal, it's common sense. Huko people are paying a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it. So how is AI doing for you?
Yeah. How is
Now,
AI working for?
Coding and all that.
Yeah.
Come to think of it.
Inasaidia kudebug.
Oh, by the way, unaweza enter and then it's gonna tell you this line.
Very fast.
That is so nice.
I know, you don't have to knock your brain. the
Oh
whole
my
night.
goodness, that is so nice.
And for you guys, there's this I've seen kuna a place where you can build your website in like 2 minutes or something. Yeah. So what are you offering? That, like how, like let's say me as a like you know how Kenyans are, right? Kusema they can get something cheaper elsewhere. How are you, how you people, what is your like unique selling point for your websites or for your solutions?
So I'd like to talk about our new product.
Yeah.
WhatsApp web store. So we don't want to eliminate the social
aspect.
media
Yeah.
because a lot of people and businesses rely on social media to get sales. So, for example, if you sell your products through Meta, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram, utapata order, but utapata wezi keep hizo records za hizo vitu. Na pia like mtu akimake order haizi pitia catalog yako vizuri. So the solution that you have brought on the table is once you open your store, which minimum package is only 200 bob per month, you can list about 10 different products with their number of stocks, and you can share the link. And mtu akikuja a make order, you get prompted to your WhatsApp and utakuwa notified. Na pia on the other hand, ukiingia kwa your backend utakuwa like kuna hizo records of sales. You can receive your data.
Automated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, come and graph. You can receive the data and at
nice.
least analyze
Proper.
on
Yeah.
what you are doing wrong, which product is moving fast, and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think buyers don't just buy one thing. So if I'm selling, let's say, a phone, and I have the accessories, if you go to my catalog, kuna accessories na kuna simu, you obviously check out the accessories that would go with this phone. So with that catalog, mostly if I'm posting something on Facebook, I post kama simu peke yake, I'm selling this phone, and that's it. But someone might be interested in something else if they see it. So for catalog,
So you're upselling and cross-selling.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So atapata kuna simu, kuna nice
Accessories,
cases, kuna nice chargers,
kuna MagSafe, kuna
so
nini.
this
Okay.
person will be like, oh, I need this. I also
Yeah.
need this. Oh my God, I should get this.
Yeah.
So inakuletea more traffic.
That is what has made Amazon as big as it is.
Yeah.
Upselling and cross-selling.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you just don't sell one thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're buying
These-
diapers.
Yeah, it's just diapers.
People who
yeah.
bought this bought a crib too.
They also check
Yeah.
this.
Yes, and they also bought this. And you can buy these 3 as a bundle
And
where
then
you've
you
gotten
get
15%
everything.
discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, upselling and cross-selling is everything.
So how can businesses access your
Yeah.
that service? How can they access or sign up for that?
the shop there, the website.
Yeah.
It's vendit.com. VENDYT. Vendit.
Vendit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
.com. And then you sign up.
Mm-hmm.
You customize. There are different. I think 6.
Yeah, themes.
So when you sign up,
The first thing ni you enter your name, your name of the biashara, and then your email, and then the phone number yenye maybe unataka kulink to your WhatsApp, and then inakupeleka kwa packages. Kuna ya kwanza ni beginner, hiyo inakupatia 1V card, and then we have the intermediate, inakupatia 5V card. For each V card, una outline one product with up to 10 images. So for 5V cards unaweza uza
50.
simu, utauza hizo accessories different here. And now maybe if you have like different services unaweza tengeza a business card. Sasa the V card
Yeah.
unatengeza, utaandika hapo mimi I sell shoes, I'm located this place, and then you can share this card ama download it ama mtu anaweza iscan kwa QR code. Yeah.
Then anaipata.
And then anaipata.
Okay.
And then sasa we have the professional package. Hiyo ni unlimited. So we were doing a promo. If you subscribe for the intermediate package, we upgrade you for free to the professional.
So what are professional getting that when you are intermediate are not getting? Or
Unapata
yenye kwa limited,
unlimited
Number of
cards.
goods. Okay.
Yeah, so you can list as many goods as you want. Na zote sasa each card inakuprovidea 10 images, like you can upload different products every day. Na kushare haina limits, you can share as many times as you want.
And on your side mna support these people na kuna hiyo umesema ilikuwa ni you on the back end the dashboard
Each store has
It's
their own
yeah.
back end, of which they can customize their color,
Yeah.
the color of their store. Like for example, ukifungua store yako na yake, itakuwa ni the same URL but
Different looking.
different
Yeah.
look
So
Here we are
itakuwa ni-
helping these people to sign up. Kuna wale they are no
by the way
so
for
we're doing
text
that.
Yeah.
We help you open up the store na pia we help you to set up the store, na customize and all that, and then we show you how you can do it for yourself. You need to edit ama
So is this like very mobile friendly ama
yes,
yeah. Our focus mainly is on mobile, not on because
that's someone's WhatsApp store.
if you picture out of
That's what the customer sees.
10
this is
SMEs,
nice
out of 10 SMEs wenye wanauza vitu online, mostly wanakuanga wanatumia simu, computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So iko very friendly, the support and from you people.
We're just one call away. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
Can I pass a few questions?
Yeah, you can ask a few question.
And first of all, I'm passing them because she's here.
Oh, this is Frank. Frank does payment solutions for
What's your Twitter? Oak Supreme.
yeah.
Nice to finally
Yeah.
So in
does.
general,
He does payments.
I want to do both marketing side because she's here,
Yeah.
and I want to do both payment side because
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
So on a what do they say, rudimental angle,
Yeah.
he said it. But what he's trying to ask is, are you available on every language? PHP, JavaScript, well, I can assist you to make sure you are available on those angles.
Oh, okay.
But what I want is to capture the marketing angle, because let me tell you,
Yeah.
soon as every business launches, it doesn't matter whatever you are doing on the background.
Oh
You're on
yeah.
a marketing perspective.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
the
So
foreground is everything.
soon as you launch,
Yeah.
you are trying to get customers. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter where you get ABCD right.
Yeah.
True.
You have to get it
Body,
right.
Yeah.
The marketing angle now is the basic of the basics.
Yeah.
So she's here and she's very good. I
Yeah.
can attest she's very good. So on an API perspective, bro, let me tell you, I respect whatever you are doing. I knew you are to be on this podcast. You are very good.
Thank you.
Nice.
So do this. Try to onboard digital assets because they are the future of payments.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The digital assets are the future of payments, because there is one thing between you building for the Kenyan ecosystem that is based on M-Pesa, and there is you building on like a never upgrading ecosystem that doesn't care whether it's M-Pesa, bank,
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
Like they are just, you know what you built, we respect what you've built,
Yeah.
we'll onboard it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are doing an amazing job. What we want to be concerned about for him, languages perspective. Do you support language A, B, C, D? Then do you support payment
Payments,
perspective
Yeah.
A, B, C, D?
Yeah.
So that even if as a customer I miss A, I'll
Gonna
get
be.
B.
Yeah.
Oh
Then
yeah, yeah,
now
yeah.
from there she takes it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also another thing ni yao like revenues from your end, like how are you making sure that you offer a product, you've taken your time, you've done all those years of whatever, how are you making like your product and it's profitable in the long run? Yeah, apart from the subscriptions. Yeah.
Because then if you do want to be feasible for any sort
Sure.
of, because if you do want to be feasible for any sort of seed, you have to go the digital assets way. That is how you will go out there and tell them, oh, by the way, why is this the future? We're onboarding services and digital assets as well. Like that is literally how you get from seed 1, seed 2, seed 3 onwards. And also the ease of use. If you find that you're having issue where a lot of people need to be taken through it, you might need to reassess the simplicity of the app. A lot of nerds, having been one, we create programs that suit us.
Yeah.
Tunakuanga na hiyo weakness sana. That is why it's very important to run focus groups. Unaona kaa sasa hii mnafanya feasibility studies, get 5 different people in an office somewhere, give them the app. Ona venye wata behave. It's like a study from different age groups, different genders, different languages, different sorts of people. Even a techie, mtu atakuja criticize kazi yako from their own perspective. Then one marketing person, then someone who just owns an Instagram store. Run that feasibility
And then the
test.
other thing, exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Some people ask why do I need?
Yes, and why
Yeah.
not those others?
Yeah, and also like mbona I have all these other apps. Why
Mbona
do I
nije
need?
ni-
Yeah, mbona.
Yes. So do a focus group. A focus group does apps well. Na sijui mbona watu huogopa mi napenda focus groups sana. Because itakupea perspective ingine huko umeona. Hata mimi I do focus groups. Agency kwanza Dentsu are very big on focus.
Yeah, Dentsu are very good.
Mlikuwa
on-
mnaenda
yeah.
hadi kwa villages, like they're introducing a new type of pampers. Wanaenda wanatafuta wamadhe huko ndani madikones kwa church. Wanawakalisha chini, we have this omo, this. Try this and tell us how it's working. And you guys are here in Nairobi, just run like a small focus group. It will be buy people lunch. People love tech, right? And then see the feasibility of it. You'll even find solutions with the same people.
with the same
They will
person.
tell you, mimi ingekuwa yellow ningeipenda zaidi. Unaelewa? They're the same people who are going to give you solutions to these things. So hata usifikirie you must solve every problem you have. People out here give different perspectives, and they're so nice. When you see like the way he's come up and so you do Gigi, that is like insane. That is the best thing you'll have. Actually, out of anything you'll do for your business, digital assets are one of the best things you'll do for your business.
Yeah. So let's play a few jams. Then when we come, we'll talk about projects that you've been doing.
Yeah.
Influencers, payments,
Yes,
branding,
yes,
earnings, and all that. The tools for businesses. That the tools maybe for us, a business that's starting on the marketing side, is the Akina Canva and all that.
Yeah.
And for these people, like the WhatsApp cards and all that. Yeah.
Mama, Papa, naomba baraka kwenyu niondoke mimi dada, brother man, hebu someni kwa bidii ndio mje mjini hapa nyumbani. Sisi sio matajiri, ila tunayo akili. Chochote unachohitaji ukikifanyia kazi, yeye atakibariki. Ila wewe usisahau kuomba, na kila unapoomba niombe, nikuombe, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Niombe, nikuombe, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. My now, every day, all day. Bam 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 bam. Yes, you know. And every other day. Everywhere you wanna go. Weka imani kwake, shida zako zote, hakuna linalomshinda. Ila wewe usisahau kuomba, na kila unapoomba niombe, nikuombe, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Niombe, nikuombe, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Yeah, yeah. Niombe, niombe, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Niombe, niombe, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Usisahau kuomba, na kila unapoomba niombe, niombe, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi.
A-Time. Next year, visionary shit. Piz of the what? Piz of the what? King and you know it. Hit. No money
Nomani niko maganji, nomani wani mtiaji, nomani niko magadi, nomani niko bagadi, nomani mini refugee lakini saijo siko kwa kambi, nomani very soon kikoro boy natoa kitambi, nomani hamni bambi, nomani nyuwate mababi, choria uchi UGK, wana nikompia na bambi, nomani niko maganji nigga, nomani hauna kipaji, walenje dozi na kala clash, itapita mabangi, daro niko mabangi, ita Mr. Matiangi, nomani niko mangiai, wewe kuku mayai, Jogo Road pale Amsha hapo ndo utani wai, kujeni na ex wangu bado msikia mwezi ni wai, nomani mi baba Tracy, nomani mi baba Zara, nomani mi baba Freddy Flacco wakiniona wanahala, nomani mi baba Malcolm X wadimu wananidara, nomani uliokoka, nomani niko mogoka, nomani niko maganji, nomani weni mtiaji, nomani niko magadi, nomani niko bagadi, nomani mini refugee lakini saijo siko kwa kambi, nomani very soon kikoro boy natoa kitambi, nomani niko maganji, nomani weni mtiaji, nomani niko magadi, nomani niko bagadi, nomani mini refugee lakini saijo siko kwa kambi, nomani very soon kikoro boy natoa kitambi. He's the king and you know it. He's the king and you know it. Everything I rap about, better believe I own it. Kila ngumi udunga bana, better believe I bought it. Mziki ni ndondi boxing, after Chrissy ni boxing. Mayweather ni king ya kwa ring, my punchline azikosi. Walianza mwaka na pupa, nikuwa hosi nimechill. I'm sick and you know it. I'm a dick, I'm blowing. Superstar, I'm glowing. Neck freeze, I'm snowing. Hizo chocha za kurapa faster, Buddha joke, I'm slowly. Niki spit Ebola, kwenye street mi bola. Nata na mixed feelings bana, wamekuwa bipolar. We shillings mi dollars, we shati mi cola. Wali try kunikola, kini sipatikani true caller. A, kila subject ni A. Kila ndai ni E-class. Mwaga teikwe higlas, funga bao na hip-hop. Nomani niko maganji, nomani weni mtiaji, nomani niko magadi, nomani niko bagadi, nomani mini refugee lakini saijo siko kwa kambi, nomani very soon kikoro boy natoa kitambi, nomani niko maganji, nomani weni mtiaji, nomani niko magadi, nomani niko bagadi, nomani misi refugee lakini saiba na siko kwa kambi, nomani very soon kikoro boy natoa kitambi, nomare 3 commas kwa salary, nomare watu shule mazi bila basare, nomare relationship niachia bandare, nomare New York no move like a mahare, nakuka mimpish wanna look up nikidish kiisa mnitish na tena mnilish niliopeleka kaburini so wanajua ni mazishi na kwa hiyo matanga yenyu bana usikii bado tutadishi. King, swing, bling, clean, swag, mean, gang, will. Na wani watani copy cause boss mi ndio chopi, niache rap nianze kuimba bado hamniwezi, mwache rap mwanze kuiba fande hawaniwezi, kwa street niko na chopper, kwa sky niko na chopper, competition ya watu watatu me myself and I, naka bado na hate on octopus or kill yourself and die. Nomani niko maganji, nomani weni mtiaji, nomani niko magadi, nomani niko bagadi, nomani mini
Wewe gai igoro ria gai geciothe nikuonete maisha-inĩ makwa ũkĩnjĩka wega we Ngai ona tarĩ gĩtũmi wĩtwo Ngai thathaiya Ngai thai ndanagwa na rĩmwe ngahata mwene nyaga warĩ hamwe nani hĩndĩ ĩrĩa ndeyagĩire bata ũkĩnyonia bata wa muoyo ndanagwa na rĩmwe ngahata mwene nyaga warĩ hamwe nani
lienja hadi saa zile niko chini nionekana gen meja vitu ziko poa usikiwa ifalijitoa squeeze niko na mood swings na shinda gakan mengoa pressure mingi najua ndatoboa sai nikasiko poa kesho najua ndakuwa poa ndakuwa poa maybe kesho ndakuwa poa ndasikia poa ndakuwa poa maybe kesho ndakuwa poa ndakuwa poa, maybe ngesho nisikie poa
kuinira ndihiritithie harĩwe tondũ he thayũ ngũhoya ngũtũrie hakuhĩ nginya ũkũrũ-inĩ ũnjihũrie na wega waku ndanagwa na rĩmwe ngahata mwene nyaga warĩ hamwe naniĩ hĩndĩ ĩrĩa ndeyagĩire bata ũkĩnyonia bata wa muoyo ndanagwa na rĩmwe ngahata mwene nyaga warĩ hamwe naniĩ hĩndĩ ĩrĩa ndeyagĩire bata ũkĩnyonia bata wa muoyo wagĩrĩire nĩwagĩrĩire nĩwagĩrĩire kwagĩra nĩwe mwathani wagĩrĩire
Kujua na kukua ni lengo la kila kukishatua, hivyo hata ukinizungusha sioni shida, utanifundisha. Wakaribu wanatambua, saa zingine maneno unisumbua, wayanikata, wayanihata, lakini we ona ninapaa ndege, ushanifanya ukipandisha bei, unajua nitafika na nitapita, yeah. Lakini we ona ninapaa ndege, ushanifanya ukipandisha bei, unajua nitafika. Hata kesho kutwa tutapenda na usiku kucha tutapenda, hata kesho kutwa tutapenda na usiku kucha tutapenda. Oh yes, 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 yes. Wewe unanijua, gizani umenitoa, sikudhani ningetoboa. Ni mara ngapi nilikwama, ni mara ngapi umechagua niwe nawe, na siwezi ngoja kwenda kwenye koti nikuvishe pete dunia inoti. Vile ninapaa ndege ushanifanya ukipandisha bei, unajua nitafika na nitapita, yeah. Lakini we ona ninapaa ndege ushanifanya ukipandisha bei, unajua nitafika, yeah, yeah. Hata kesho kutwa tutapenda na usiku kucha tutapenda, hata kesho kutwa tutapenda na usiku kucha tutapenda. Oh.
We are back. So utanini the mic nini ukibonga. So wanasema watu wanasema auongei. So wataka kusikia. So, yeah. Did you have any questions for him?
No, I just would like to play around with the app. I was just telling them because WhatsApp is introducing ads. Given that your platform integrates with WhatsApp, you can figure out how to play and monetize with that as well. Because that is a platform that you guys can use for monetization on your side.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. So I also saw that you people are dealing with, is it school systems, transport systems and all that?
Mostly school systems. Yeah.
So as maybe Clark, what when you need these systems, but they'll have to go to Vendit. How do people reach out to you people?
They can reach us on our social media, and we also have an office in Imaradaima. They can visit our office at Imaradaima, Cosmas Ndeti Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even you where it is. I was like,
Mombasa Road. Oh, you also do site visits and all that stuff?
Yeah, we do that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how is your pricing as compared to the pricing for these services, for the app, not for the web apps, for the easy solutions? I mean, it depends na
hapo sengine ni challenging because sasa you can have the same system but we'll price it differently for different people. Because for example, if she approaches me and aniambia nataka system, kuna quote nikimpea chini ataona it's not legit.
It's not,
yeah. Alafu there's someone who has a unaona hii idea yake ni poa, and he or she actually needs this. Na unaona, cause maybe is someone of my age group or something of the sort. Unampea tu ile discounted price.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe discounted price. Alafu maybe you give us a small share or something. We always flexible with whatever that
the
comes.
pricing,
Okay.
As long as we follow the contract that we have agreed on. Yeah.
So as a business, by the way, running the business, kuna those nitty-gritties they come with the business, like registering, whatever. So have you done all that?
Yeah, our business is actually, we wanted to register the name Flavitech itself, but serikali ni kama imekataa hiyo jina.
Imerani ikakataa.
So we are under SCV Investments. It's a registered company. Yeah.
And does it offer legitimacy when as compared to where I'm going to a school that you say I'm selling as a person as compared to as a company?
Yeah, it does, but it also depends with whoever has approached you. If it's an institution, you go the company way. But if it's an individual and start something small, wengi unajua watakangi hizo story nyingi.
The tax and
so just go.
Also ina depend na nini na.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So Nyandia, I wanted to know a few things on. So one of the projects in I saw on your, so you run, you work as an agency, isn't it?
Yeah.
If someone wants to approach you for something, yeah, it will be as you, will it be as an under the umbrella of the agency?
Again, it depends. Unaona, kuna watu who become intimidated if you go as a company.
Yeah.
Now they're like, tuta afford. Nasema ngoja muone yangu. Unadhani kampuni ni cheaper. So it depends. It depends because there are people who don't mind following processes. Wanataka kufanya
the
right. Yes, there are people who prefer working with the company because they want more assets. Because the beauty of working with the company, for example, if you come to me for kitu kama social media management, I'll give you a team of at least 3-4 people. Right? And normally if you just go to a normal social media manager, you get one person. Mimi, me, I'll give you a team. Like I'll give you a graphic designer or UI UX. I'll give you a social media designer, and then I'll give you a media buyer. Yeah. So it's kuna hiyo part where you get a lot of professionalism. It also teaches you how to run your own business, because there are people who now learn from my processes. Because even me, I've taken years to learn the processes of running a business. But then kuna mtu mwenye unapata haezi fika bei ya kampuni. So what I introduce packages. Sometimes mo angalia mtu and I listen to the problem that you're having and what you need a solution to. I tell you don't need all these things. Stop looking for strategies. I'll come sell you a strategy at 6 figures for what? Book a 1 hour meeting with me at 3K or whatever. We go through your whole company. I tell you what you need to do from A to Z. Then once every 2 weeks we sit, we meet, unaniambia hapa ndo nimefikisha, na kuambia how to go to the next part. Like I'll give you more offering as a small business that way, as opposed to me selling you strategy, because you won't implement it by yourself. You need a team to implement it. Yeah. So me, it depends with size of business and who you are.
And how do you deal with these people? Let's have coffee. I pick your brain.
Well, let me tell you, kwanza that happened to me mid this year, and I was so annoyed, and it's I was so sad, and it was chicks who were doing this to me, and it's I'm like, stop it. Like, stop it. Like, first of all, I told you on Twitter I don't do this coffee thing, right? Every once in a while, if you watch my Twitter, I'll say I'm giving away 10 free consultations. Get you hivi to dissect company yako vizuri. I tell you what to do. I do that every once in a while. Yeah. So if you miss out on that, oops. So now by the time you're coming, I need to pick your brain. I did too many of those. Right now, when nimefika in my career, it would be so disrespectful.
Hauna nguvu.
It is so disrespectful, even for your paying clients, to hear you've been giving freebies huku nje. What are you doing? Like, it becomes very disrespectful. Imagine client mwenye anakulipa asking for the same service. Unapeana kwa watu wengine bure. Si poa, watu hukubeba vibaya sana. It's insane. And then the funniest thing, as an agency, we've also lost jobs because of being of pricing low. Like there were we were known a lot for web branding, logos, guys, such things. So that is what now Felix handles. So we've gotten like 2-3 deals where we need websites from brands abroad. So you yes, utakuwa $10 and all those things. Then unakana kupewa job because of you've underquoted. Because they believe that our website cannot be under $1 million. Right. Yeah. So you quoted $500,000 na hadi unatetemeka. Watu watafikiria mimi ni mlafi. They're like, no, this must be like huyu amefanya HTML ile ya year 1. Imagine mwenye job cut because of imagine hiyo ndo underpricing. Hiyo ndo underpricing. So they're like kama haijafika about $10,000 USD. It's not a proper website. You people are selling some weird brochure site over here. I was like, my God. So you need to study your client very well. Very well. And those lose opportunities zingine ka hizo that come once.
So I think we'll start with that we had talked about like influencers, and then for influencers we talked about that disparity in payments, and also in maybe the branding of the influencers themselves. So when maybe you're picking influencers for a campaign, what things do you check? Do you said you are very data driven. And what I saw for most influencers is that, especially for like Twitter influencers, the data that they have, or most of them don't have that data.
They don't even have data.
The data.
Twitter in itself does not even have this data. You have to use
so that party. So how do you decide these are the influencers that I'll be using, and for this certain project, and also to need to create maybe a variety. So can you take us through here?
So well, thank God at least me and you have been on Twitter for long, so we are able to tell who influencer and asfaku hivi. But technically we study your followers, we study your personas. So there's the data. I'll tell you to give me your profile. But then I have apps. Like I have an app called Humans that I can feed your URL in. It's a paid app, and I'll pull data that you don't think you have, and that will tell me more about yourself than you even probably know about your people.
Yeah.
So your people are who will tell me. Because if I come and find your audience is like, there's a time I wanted to run to say my campaign. like an NCBA campaign, for example. That is the product is a mature product. Yeah, I'm a Absa Women, for example. Let's say we are running a campaign for Absa Women. I won't go to an influencer whose majority 75% is male.
Yeah.
Who are sijui what age to what age, or even women who are above 58 are the clients. No, because Absa Women is more about businesses. So you'll find the clientele they're trying to get are the 26 to 35 people who will still make money for them later, even if they're giving access to loans. So your followers will often drive me to know and where they're from, Pia, and where they're from, because I can't give campaign. Let me use this example. Unaona hizi ads za Carrefour that were everywhere. The ones for mbona unabeba samaki kwa mat na unaweza kulikuwa na hiyo. These ads were differently vast for different zones. Ya samaki ilikuwa close to Kibera na Pipeline. Ukikuja Kilimani, the ad was different. Mbona uko na TV kwa ilikuwa inasema mbona uko na TV kwa? Yeah, it was like that. So they did not bring the omena aspect to somewhere else. So they localized by what they feel, was something we call LSMs, by what people score in terms of pocket. Yeah? So you won't come to Kilimani and talk about
fish
omena.
and
Yeah, not that they don't eat, but technically.
and mat, you can't even like talk
and
about
mats,
mat.
yes, hata mimi taongea kuhusu mat. Ati ameweka hapo hivyo total kileleshwa. Hata hakuna route ya mat some parts of those places. So those are the things that enable me to know where your followers are coming from, because I can able to narrow down demographic kwenye wanatoka. Because tena nitakutumia ad ya Carrefour kwenu hata hakuna Carrefour. It makes no sense. So where your people come from, their age groups, their genders, and their interests.
I also saw does humans, is this similar to Tagger? Because I also saw there's this some percentage where you have this number of followers and you get this number of interactions with the followers. I can't remember what the term is. So for the agencies, what I used to see, walikuwa nataka you have like 3%, over 3%, where like 3% of your followers are interacting regularly with your content.
Yeah. And some of them will even check your followers, their followers. What type of their followers are there? Because you can have followers, but then when they retweet to your, because we always are praying that they retweet or they repost or they do something to then their followers. What type of that now those followers are, and that also determines if I can give you the campaign or not. Because you might have the numbers, they might live in nice places, but if those people they are now followers are not people who can give me even any percentage of conversion, then it makes no sense. And
so I also saw that disparity between there is categories of these influencers. So there is content creators, and then I saw there was a category for amplifiers. So can you speak on these categories? Because niliona there is even disparity in payments in these categories of these.
At first, people used to think that this disparity in payment was macro, micro, and nano, right? Below 10K. 10 to 25, 25 and above, then $1 million plus, or 100,000 to $1 million. That's how it used to be Kitambo. Right now, it's which tier you are, right? Kuna amplifiers, kuna content creators, like what he's saying. A good example, there's this campaign we were running with a friend. It's called, it's a Grand Acres campaign that a friend of mine is running. So, technically, the biggest influencers that are running it are Akina Njugush. Grand Acres is a land campaign, right? Njugush, Kena, Calligraph. It's Njugush and his wife. Mkurugenzi. Have I forgotten? Who else? Just those huge celebrities. But now the amplifiers are us on Twitter. So there's me, there's Janet Machuka, there is Jamu, there's all this, there's like now 20 amplifiers on the ground, whose our work is to take the work that Akina Kena are creating, bring it on Twitter, and push it. That is now the difference that happens. Now, those are the two different tiers, okay? So imagine an influencer having an influence.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then now, where the platform PI is also mattering right now.
Yeah.
You're finding TikTok influencers are really making bank in a nice way. Because first of all, the type of content they're creating is not simple. Influencers, the ones who've managed to figure it out, have managed to know that they're a media house, a walking media house. you have a publicist,
Yeah.
you have copywriting, you can do ads within yourself,
Yeah.
and you are your own billboard.
Yeah.
You are literally a media house as you are.
Yeah.
So the ones who understand that are the ones who are able to leverage properly.
So yeah,
Yes. So people who
Yeah.
are and people who are shooting proper content.
proper content. yeah.
Proper.
That's
Yani
mama
huo mtu
something.
they just don't release content to release.
Yeah.
Huyo mtu anaweza fanya one campaign
And then
for 3 months and they are doing very well.
yeah.
Unaona akina Kid Actress what they do?
Yeah.
The content they release.
Yeah.
Akina,
Candy.
Yes. Ooh, that is good. Joy Candy. You see the way she releases her
Yeah.
content is so structured, it's planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't joke about
And
such
iko na
things.
certain class.
Yes. And you know, it's all preparation. Those are people who don't play with their content.
Yeah.
And that is where now Twitter influencers don't. Because Twitter is tweeting.
Yeah.
Hawasikiangi like they need to put much effort.
Any effort, yeah.
It's copyright. That's
check,
it. So that's why inakuanga hard to convince client
Yeah.
that you need to pay 6-7 figures sometimes for a Twitter influencer. Ni ngumu. Because they're like, it's copyright. It almost seems like they don't put much effort in it. Sadly. And there is still effort. But then if you go to the influencers for visual media, there is more that goes.
So let's say I'm an influencer manager,
Yeah.
and like I'm managing an influencer. How can we manage to cross over? Like,
To the other side.
yeah.
Rebranding is always a nice place to start
Right.
because this world is once you're known
For something.
for
inakuwa,
something, you stay known for something, and that's the
Yeah.
problem I've seen with a lot of Kwanzaa Twitter influencers. People will dig up your tweets from
From- yeah.
65 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're able to either rebrand or you restructure, that is why some people went in as far as deleting. Umayona, kuna watu who delete all their tweets. Wanaanza scratch. It's why it's never used against them.
Actually now
Yeah.
let me jump on.
Oh, you have a question?
Yeah.
So I have question for two people.
Yeah.
I have a question because I run a payment platform. And let me tell you, I'm respecting this guy for whatever they do.
Yeah.
I know they run something,
Yeah.
and I want you to advise. So I have two questions.
Yeah.
Number one, me, Blaze, and Victor, we ran a campaign that you so much criticized. Yeah, KCB last year.
Not last.
Oh, ile ya rally.
We were the top of the top boys.
Can
kwa
I tell
hiyo.
you something?
So no before so I'll ask both
Okay.
questions.
Yes.
So on behalf of that campaign, because we did everything, we
Yeah.
did segmenting. where
Yeah, we segmented
knew
really
the
good, yeah.
macro influencers, and the blue person, and we paid aptly for everyone. Like
Amkucheza in
Yes.
matters payment.
bro, we did
Yeah.
play.
did the
We were
did the thing.
hey, we did the thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, you criticized that campaign very good. Question one, I want to know why.
Yeah.
And then number two, like let me tell you, when I was coming here, I knew these guys were running a good platform. I knew.
Yes.
So what can you now, as people who did macro influencers, micro
and all
influencers?
the way, yeah.
So for these guys
What
and
do they
for
need?
me, what
Would
should
work.
we work for? What
Okay.
should we look forward to?
Yeah.
According to your perspective,
Okay.
because now they're in that space that
Yeah.
like they, assuming they won't afford
Macros and all
Yeah, all the
tuassume mse kama Osama, tuassume tu Osama hata ni basic. Osama ni mse tunaweza pigia tumwambie we
Wewe ni
kuna-
best yetu, tufanyie hii.
but on the standards of standards that we tell
Essentially,
Osama,
yeah,
behave, behave.
Essentially.
please behave.
Yeah.
So what would you say according to that campaign, the Roa with KCB campaign? Because we did that. Let me tell you, we did that. Clean.
So
from,
essentially-
from selection to
Frank.
everything to campaign to we did that. So according to us,
Yeah.
per past campaign, and then according to us per the present
okay.
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we start with the
Okay, see Mike.
roar. Start with
the
the
roar.
roar. Start with the roar.
Ah, ni yako ni yenu. Like what was the
Let me tell you what
the crux?
happened. I I did not even criticize it. What's happened? Let me tell you, Twitter is very funny. I say one thing,
And then it's
and
twisted.
it went to 3,000 WhatsApp groups, and everybody misinterpreted it the way they wanted to interpret it. Do you know what I said? I said, first of all, mlipewa agency ama mlipewa direct?
No, ilikuwa so for me for us,
Yeah.
see ilikuwa an agency, but we were tasked with we were doing the recruitment, the selection. So Mimi, I
So
was,
then you guys didn't do anything wrong. Let me tell you what happened. What happened is there was a miscommunication somewhere between client and agency. Client wanted conversions. Agency said they want awareness. So you guys give them insane awareness.
So the issue with awareness was in 2021, KCB always, they are like the main sponsors for that thing, yeah. But in 2021,
Wakaingia watu wengi, wakakama.
Betika wali take over the that nini, like they had more visibility even online as compared to the main sponsors.
Yeah.
So in 2022, what was happening for our side was that we thought they needed your awareness.
Yeah, overtake ile ingine.
Yeah, that's what we were working
now
with.
The client, the brief they gave, because this is what I got from when we were talking to marketing, and that's why this time they did it differently. Yeah, was them. They didn't just want they wanted more conversions. They wanted more conversations. They wanted you guys to now bring, for example, like how this campaign this year could have been ran. Ni vile they didn't have time. Gava was supposed to be a main sponsor. They didn't come in on time. So KCB were left by themselves to do that campaign. Like it became a lot of things. But technically, in a perfect world, how they wanted it to run, they wanted a pre-campaign, a during campaign, and a post-campaign.
Oh, wow.
So for
very
us, we were not given. We were just given.
Yes, that was never your fault.
We were just given the WRC,
Yeah.
and what we did was, as you had said, we had covered all the time. So we had
Macro.
we had macro,
Micro.
we had micro, we had Victor was doing
The roaring.
no, he did not roar. Victor was writing. He wrote a couple of articles.
Nice.
And what he did was he was in collaboration with a sketch artist. So this dude was sketching.
It's actually
and,
nuts. That's really nice.
And Victor was doing.
That's nice.
So then we had 2 photographers, and then we had a few content creators, and then we had a few Twitter people who very tiny accounts, and then we had we had like 3 or 5 car guys, and then we had people like Frank, So tulikuwa so that campaign, what happened was that we took everybody across board.
Vile inafaa,
across
Ndio
board.
upate range kubwa. So
So we
you
got the
guys,
range.
as per the brief you got, you did well. And do you know what the tweet said? My tweet, the one that went and people misinterpreted it everywhere. It said, this campaign, the reason why you guys are not seeing what is happening is because the client was not satisfied with the work that
It was a nice campaign.
awareness wise,
actually-
make noise. The noise was made.
Actually believe, because we did the campaign
But
now, honestly, the primer was good, like the roar,
Yes.
the anticipation.
Yeah.
But kuna time kwa campaign,
But
This
we
thing
did
doesn't
we
mean
did a
but
good thing,
probably-
even for whatever, for the company itself.
Yeah.
Because kuna at point they had a downtime. And so I was say the influencers that I was managing wali come away from being at influencers for the rally to try and mitigate the downtime at the bank. I think what could have happened hypothetically if they needed that conversions ingekuwa like to retain, we do it in 2023
And,
we do the whatever what to pay a fresh brief.
Yeah, and then they even give you education about what
Yeah,
exactly
exactly
they
they
want.
needed,
Wange-
yeah.
Very, very precise KPIs. Now them, they think they communicated that with agency. But now, you could not see it you guys did your job very well, but not in what I think the client was expecting.
because you did very well in correcting us.
Imagine if it was
the whole
one
day
tweet.
kwa group, the
One
whole
day,
day
it
kwa
was not
group.
even a day. Iliendelea. Nilikuwa natumiwa screenshot za WhatsApp groups bana.
the whole day kwa group Kisherengo amesema Kisherengo amesema tu kuperform tuko live.
No. I think there was a disparity, and that is why they were not very keen. You notice there used very few influencers.
And also, the other problem was that agency had a problem with the bank, with the client for a very long time.
Yes.
Juu saizi the people who ran.
Now you see how evident it was.
Yeah, the people who ran who are handling that nini a new agency size.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I knew that they changed everything. That is why actually that is what now I was saying. I even said the reason they've changed agency is because
haikuwa juu yenu.
Si juu yenu. Sasa lakini nyinyi venye hiyo tweet ilienda viral, it didn't even go viral on Twitter where it did rounds. It just went to the specific people. Influencers got so angry. Some came to my then someone was like, you're mad. Because I literally said exactly what the client said. I didn't even say it. I said exactly. I said, by the way, the reason why, because everybody was saying, mbona hatuoni influencers, mbona hatuoni, nikasema, the reason they're not using influencers is because they feel like last year their conversion was not met. Literally, that's what I said. Imagine. So I didn't say mlifanya kazi ya ufala.
It's not an excuse.
Yeah. It's not your thing. It's not your fault.
The fact was they had jumped from another agency before. Sindio.
And also, we had tried to pitch the
it's
same.
If it will happen also.
Yeah. I know.
If it will happen.
For marketing, you have to coach it over time.
We didn't even. To be honest, I didn't even think it was gonna get that bad until I think it was Beth. She came and told me kwa DMs. Akaniambia by the way, itafanya laps. Be ready. Nikasema story. So kwanza hata nikapigiwa na bank, nikapigiwa na nini, nikamwambia no, me I didn't name names. All I said is the reason you're not seeing influencers as much this year is because last year the conversions that they expected were not met.
No, they were gauging us according to the conversion
they expected. Not the conversions
your campaign me I'm proud to have
awareness mlifanya wazi.
Bro, we need
mlikuwa mnapeana chopper hizi
the primer to the campaign. Hey bro, we did that.
No, I enjoyed it. And then a lot of people got mad. I was not even talking about them. A lot of people got mad were Betika guys.
Imagine.
I'm like, why are you
actually all of us kwa group are mad. No, the other guys were mad.
The Betika guys. No, me, I'm like, kwanza, I'm even stating, I'm not talking about Betika. I'm talking about, but they were just influencers, and that is also another reason why people don't like working with Twitter influencers.
Yeah.
We'll do that for another day.
So the next question for them.
Now, for you guys.
Do this.
Yeah.
With that primer to the KCB and the rally enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So advise them on
an influencer
want
strategy
to introduce something new into the tech ecosystem, and they are not just introducing one thing. They introduce. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, bro. Capitalize on everything. Go for everything. So tell them according to like a few perspectives. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do?
I feel like for you guys, instead of approaching influencers the direct way, you see how you go to influencers who have business that they can onboard on your platform. So look for influencers who sell products. Look for influencers who are in digital products. Look for influencers when that, then tell them, you guys just on board on our platform, give me your feedback and speak about it on your platforms. Then that way, first of all, it looks like it's very natural and organic, as opposed to telling someone, you guys mumesikia juu ya hii app inafanya hii ama kupush hashtag, then mtu aduvia shajampia hiyo hashtag
na viatu
watu sita waduve washarukia hiyo hashtag yenu. So the best thing, you get like 5 nice influencers who run businesses. You get someone from like Kibeti Kenya, you get Angie Accessories, you get Plug Wandoma, you get Tajiri Wangu because he does merchandise. You even get mtu wa gari.
And especially for those hata unawaambia you'll do you'll upload, you'll do even the site and everything.
Yes. You get them to experience your app. influencers, once they feel, a lot of influencers, of course kuna wale I'm sure ni maringo, and rightfully so. Me, I'm not mad at how people are. It is your right to be the way you are. But a lot of influencers, when they feel like a business is genuine and it is solving something, they will push your product out. They won't ask. Mimi nimelipwa very few campaigns, by the way. Me, I don't, first of all, I refuse a lot of campaigns. I've probably done like 4 influencer campaigns. But I'm very, very, very choosy in the campaigns I run. Very choosy. So pick influencers who have a business. Onboard them onto your platform and give them an experience of a lifetime. They will
So ndo
ambassador
like
for you
they'll
for
be
free.
ndo watakuwa
Yes. Wataongea bila hata kuongea.
But for example, the Johari one, we are doing it for free.
Also, by the way, I had forgotten about that. Kuna hiyo nini mnafanya ni what is it about the white cane thing?
Oh, ile akina nani? Yeah.
You want to take over?
The guy who doesn't jump.
So basically, I approached when we rolled out the e-commerce, the e-commerce system. I think a month ago or 2 months ago, I went to Akina Joan's place. It was their kid's birthday. So they had told me they have this drive.
With Akina Julio.
Charged
and all that.
So Nyambane approached me and told me that they have merch that they want to sell. So I told them we'll give them a platform for free to support them in their good cause. So that's what we did.
That's nice.
Actually, initially it was on tickets. We have a ticketing system. So initially
nice.
it was on the ticketing system. So we were selling the tickets. You buy a ticket for 1,000 bob. Just the same campaign they were doing on Twitter, because they were asking people to contribute from as low as 100 bob. So you buy this ticket and then it's like an invitation to the White Cane Drive. The White Cane Drive is they are buying the white canes for the kids
who are blind.
So it was on ticketing at Vendit, but then tickets at Vendit. But then sasa they said they were to sell the merch. So tukaona badala ikae kwa like you're buying a ticket,
buy merch,
get something in exchange.
So we created
the platform
and then we just sell the
merchandise. That's nice. That is really nice.
Because when you're selling t-shirts, there are different variables. Kunule wa large. They have different colors. White, black, yellow.
So it's different.
So if there is a ticket, like
what is what?
And how has it been so far? Like on your side, on their side?
They have like their own dashboard.
Okay.
So all sales go to them.
Okay.
And they can manage how they do the delivery and all that.
How has the experience has been really? It has been well. It's like functional and
but we're still campaigning for it because we need these people to buy at least 1,000 t-shirts.
Okay.
And then it comes with a free bag and a car sticker.
That is so nice. Send me that.
Tatumia your link. We'll tweet them out.
Send us that, and I will amplify that. Which is a very nice. I wish there was a way that you guys, you see something like that could be amplified into the other WhatsApp communities that are on your platform. Because WhatsApp is becoming super community based. That's why they've created
they only
channels.
Have this channel yenye iko na watu who retweet that, but they don't have like a community where they include watu from outside. That's what could actually work for them.
That would be so nice.
Because retweets, they're just that.
I understand. Makes sense.
Tatumia will see what to do.
Please send it to me too.
So
Niko na swali. What would you change on your journey to coding? Is there anything that you would change on how your journey has been?
I don't know. Maybe focus on maybe one product first.
Okay.
Once it becomes successful,
you go to others.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, do you have like any advice for people who are starting out, especially here? Kuna a point where there was this, so you can this notion that you take bros mna swim in money and all that.
Yeah.
So nowadays and all that
And
stuff.
it's not
yeah.
true, by the way.
Yeah.
There are those, but it's not.
there are those, but
Yeah.
what can you tell like someone who's starting out?
If you are getting into tech, get into tech as a passion, not because you want ulisikia so and so ana make money,
Yeah.
because utakuwa disappointed. Utakuwa disappointed.
Yeah.
So if you have passion in tech, if you have passion if you have
Anything,
ideas that can solve things in the society, get into tech.
Yeah.
But if unataka pesa
Kuwa tech
haraka,
bro, utaitana.
Wa JavaScript,
Yeah.
JavaScript.
and
Yeah.
itabidi uanze kuuza gold juu
Yeah.
itakuwa-
Expect money.
Yeah, I was having a
I want to sell
conversation.
this and get money.
It doesn't. Also, Nini, there's levels
Yeah,
to
yeah.
being a tech bro. There's
Yeah.
like I was having this conversation with a friend of mine. It was Jones. He's a hacker. I think the next Nini conversation you want, if you want to have a hacker, it doesn't matter. Tell me, I'll link you
Yeah.
akuje. Then you can
Later,
have that
yeah.
discussion. But we were going through the same thing where people are being told, go into tech. Now there is an overflow of people who are doing software engineering for the wrong reasons. Like Moringa School and all these other places are full of people. Then moja alienda aka-interview kwa beshte yangu, akona sijui how many months of expertise. Then they asked for 6,000 USD per month. People who are like, kwani you people, which delusions are these that you're being sold? You've worked for less than a year. You think
But
this?
you want to be a millionaire.
Yeah, per month, 6,000 USD.
Actually, we had a conversation with this guy called Jack Zero. I don't know if you know
I know him, yeah. He was in trouble. He was in trouble.
So
Yeah.
Jack Zero said,
Yeah.
in the first year that he worked in tech, he amended into the employment path. He was paid, I think, 30,000 per month.
Imagine.
He stayed there until akapata a better job. So inataka like you should just approach it as any other
Job.
other job. If kama your passion is engineering, you should approach it like any other passion. Usikwe na hiyo mentality ya like
Yeah.
You're making bank.
Jack Zero and I had one employer who was similar. We worked one place at the same time.
so that actually napata a lot of DMs of sijui will I make money, sijui how much do you make.
Okay.
First of all, I won't disclose to you what I make.
Wait, someone asked you how much you make.
Like, nakwambia nipe estimate.
This generation is gutsy, yo.
Mtu anakuja akwambia nipe estimate ya how much you make per month or maybe yearly. Anakwambia yeye ni student ama anaingia campus. So I don't think that's the right approach.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's happening here in digital marketing. Everybody's a digital marketer. You've seen that. Everybody's a digital marketer. But in reality, then now wanaenda wana underperform. Then now marketers are left to clean that mess. And then we're in hot soup all the time. Watu wanatuingilia. Unaona hiyo shida ya brief. Technically, sisi marketers ndo we should have been in trouble. Not sijui influencers or anything. Because sisi ndo we are not communicating correctly. Yeah,
But I think that came in your PR, like the agency like when you unasema people think digital marketing is easy. It's fucking
Because let me add on him.
Yeah.
We did that campaign in 2022.
2022, yeah.
We had been in digital marketing since
For
probably
like
2017. And imagine we're still okay.
Bado tuna
We
struggle.
won't say it's so much of a mistake because we did perform. Yeah, yeah, we did. Imagine the communication perspective is still
You're like
missing.
in agencies, kuna hiyo like trickle down effect. Yeah. It's very fucked up.
Yeah, it's terrible. And that is why it's important kuwa na brief moja. Yenye imetoka huko ndo inafikia watu hapa. isikuwa na two translations in the middle. This department has decided to filter a little bit. Imekuwa by the time inafika hapa ni King James version from the Hebrew version. Now please expect KPIs depending on this one that they've been given, not the one nyinyi mlitoa huko. Because then it becomes contentious between the two groups. And that is exactly what happened. Yeah.
So I had a question for you. By the way, in like the making of money. So there is this Elon Musk has changed the revenue share thing on Twitter. So kuna a way, I think not a month ago, like the first time he made payments to people.
About a month ago.
Yeah. So like people are making some money. Like then after the second month. So what happened? What changed? What changed? Yeah.
At the beginning, he was paying people as long as the ad appears on your timeline. Now he's made it until the ad appears, but it also depends on the number of verified users that follow you that see the ad.
Oh, so it's the number of people who follow you.
Verified. The ones who've paid for Twitter Blue.
So let's say because the first time ilikuwa ilikuwa ni ati ukiwa na
blue tick
ukiwa na blue tick wewe mwenyewe
ukiwa na blue tick and you've reached 500 followers and you've gotten 15 million impressions in 3 months. You can monetize, and as long as an ad comes to your profile, okay? Because if there is a lot of what they're doing right now is where they're placing ads. So if a tweet goes viral, they'll place a number of ads on that tweet for people to see.
So the number of people when you're turning your ad, you are getting paid for that.
Yes, so
that first month.
Revenue,
that first month.
So hiyo pesa yenye mtu amelipa ad yake, then Elon wakaiplace kwa timeline yako. Now you are splitting profit with Elon. Hiyo pesa yenye imelipa for that ad.
So what changed?
Akapeana pesa mingi, I think akasikia uchungu.
Haikuwa sustainable.
Akasikia uchungu because there are people who made even $1 million. Like some people made so much money, right? So akaona hey hapa kinaumana, this is too easy. So he reduced impressions to 5 million, but then you'll only get the money if the ad is seen by other people who have paid for Twitter Blue. So I can make a viral tweet na place ad hapo. So now it won't be depend on the people who see it. It will be the number of verified people who follow me who see it. Na unaona sasa hao si wengi.
Nika like itakuwa ngumu.
Si wengi. That's why unapata people who have 200,000 followers. Except Cairo, they're monetizing, they're making 8 to 10k. Except Cairo. Cairo is the I think I think he must be one of the highest people monetized in Kenya.
Can you expand on that? Aside from monetization, aside from
kuna subscriptions,
your stuff yake yote.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that stuff is sustainable.
It's not.
So
first of all,
make sure you have to
please work.
Be on your
own. Please work.
And work hard.
Yes.
On your
please
own.
Work. Me, I've made money because of my own content, of educating people about marketing. Not sijui because Elon Musk gave me money. I've not even subscribed, by the way, to be monetized because it's not sustainable. And I noticed nika inakuja na kapepo. Now everybody is doing something we are calling impression farming. People are posting absurd content, starting absurd conversations. It's now like a reward for bad behavior, right? No, so if you just come and do some controversial things,
and people are all over.
And people are all over, you make bank. So it's like just a battle for stupid, literally. It's a battle for stupid. I was like, no, I'm not interested in this. So there are people who are more, because these guys who do gossip sites, making good bank. Now me.
So Victor, do you have any questions? Okay. So where
sawa Victor ana play low.
Wacha ulize swali.
I'm asking on behalf of Victor.
On my behalf.
So Nyandia, Victor
is asking.
So for primer, unaona mtaa wako ni wapi? Tuanze hapo. Hatutakuja.
Atakwambia after the show. Hatutaki akue doxed or anything. Hatutaki watu. Hatutaki watu weird kwa nini?
Okay, so assuming kuna football club around, Victor wants that. No, the wish for Victor is for that football club to have so many fans. How can he make that football club, in as much as he doesn't know it, how can he bring so many fans into that club? Ya Kilimani yenye mafans wa Kilimani wanafurika huko wanajaa.
So he wants to bring fans from.
Yeah, he's a football.
So like he has maybe like what he does. He's passionate, very passionate about
football.
Kenyan football.
Kenyan football.
I'm
Yeah.
a member of KEFWA.
So
Also juu KEFWA inapiganianga like rights za wachezaji. Kenya Footballers Welfare Association.
We've been a member for like 5 years.
so he's doing like he does write-ups, he does news and all that. So huyu anauliza how can we get more fans into this football
The
pitch?
former chair of KEFWA, Jerry. I applied for him. He joined Fifth Pro. That's who you need to talk to.
So we can do this.
Fifth Pro is big.
But on
And
an
Fifth
organic
Pro can-
perspective, organic,
It is.
Victor himself. It's not Victor and the connection. It's
No.
Victor.
No,
himself.
yes, he should. No, he can act as a go-between. Victor Nani, what's his name? Jerry can act as just a go-between. Then now, when he tells you what you need to go to that side, if there's anything that you don't need, you tell me. If it's something that you need that you don't have, you tell me. We organize it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
also
If I
also
stress, kituka hiyo if I
also
stress.
the other thing
Yeah.
nataka kumpitch if you need if you have work that needs storytelling.
Nice.
If you are it's a very good like well unakumbuka before ni deep
guys.
unakumbuka before ni deep
eh.
there was a story that was made that was written some story yeah so ndo aliandika that story and then he did Nyege and then the KCB utazicheki tu tawatumia all those links so if you need any stories told
Dope.
yeah
We have a group and this is where all these KCB things came from. Actually nilikuwa najaribu kuibia influencer siri. We have a group for all top marketers in Kenya now. Head of marketing head of marketing.
I think I need to be in that because I'm doing nini.
I send you a link.
Yeah, and I'm doing nataka
They'll
kufanya.
vet you kidogo but it's amazing.
You can't nini nitapenya battery.
No.
And nitumie wanivet because I need like to start I'm starting I want to start my own influencer management thing.
Agency.
Yeah. Where I'll be working for the nini like for you want influencers but huna time ya kuwa vet. I can vet them for you then you can take when you want then we can nini
Even I can create
Yeah.
Felix can create the platform for you.
yeah so
Join the group. Oh, that's where we learn a lot of things. I actually got I'll tell you. I just started a new gig. I just can't talk about it publicly, but it's an opportunity where all of us can have an opportunity to eat.
yeah so that's what I saw ni this especially because me I have like that Twitter background and I feel for these people I wanted to maze juu sikia listen sikia kwanza nikushow sikia nikushow kwanza sikia nikushow sikia Frank na kushow staki ati unafanya campaign you're getting unakanjwa 50 large na kuna mdem atapost video 3 akanjwe 300k.
Imagine.
So I want skia I want good things for you Twitter guys in that nini first mtakuwa na management. Hakuna mtu unaona mtu akikuja kushow ati anataka something to be pushed unampea email ana talk to the management. Yeah. Akitalk to the management nampatia your nini red card. Nampatia contract. Hawa hatutawabill like but sikia Victor nani sikia Frank aya na alafu kuna proposal huandikwa na influencers you know those content proposals tuna me this side me don't handle all that then within this thing that I have, I'll have a team of photographers, a team of videographers.
Yeah.
So wewe as Frank hawendi kwa nini huendi
unaenda ni job
ni job
unaenda tu
yeah alafu ukienda kupost wewe huendi kupost hearsay huendi kupost nini you have some nice shit working for you yeah alafu sasa ukikosa kulipwa hauendi kutukanana Twitter we are going tunaenda kukanjwa tunatuma tu demand letters huendi kutukanana Twitter.
There is something we were working on. We were even thinking of creating an organization that needs for influencers, because this is
it's absurd by the way
that is happening out here. You see, Samsung has, you can imagine budget of Samsung ya marketing. About 75% of it is dedicated to digital marketing, right? Of that 75%, a good about 80 is influencer marketing. Influencers make bank abroad.
Yeah, but that's what our friend Nigel has. Yes. He's a tech bro, tech reviewer. He has a very
I know his blog.
He has a very huge problem with he has a very huge problem with how Kenyan influencers are handled by these brands. Juu niliona ati they have an event kama venye ile kuna Samsung event ili happen. So what the fuck are you sending me a cup and some biscuits? Unanitumia za nini as an influencer?
Abroad, even hata usiende abroad ya mbali. The South African launch or the Nigerian launch, they paid them proper.
Na unatumiwa review pieces mapema.
Na ukae nayo si ati tena ati mreview na mrudisha. No, it's and it's cause maze nobody talks about influence. Ati nikasema there's a class I've created that I'm going to throw out there. It's literally for influencer education. Influencers need to know.
Same. Unaona hiyo idea yangu ilikuwa on point bro.
Na agency zile maswali mnafaa kuuliza.
Yeah, because there was mwache
kutumiwa vibaya man.
There was during my thing hapo dance
done with influencers agreeing on we should be treated like better. Treated. What is your view on influencers being we have an organization?
Yes.
It's not necessarily legal organization, but an organization union of thinking.
Mnafaa hata kuwa na union na mkue na mtu kama atuoni minus.
The standard for this gig is this.
So kuna nini kuna during my time there kuna some essay she was handling Nivea for essay. So she was telling us venye hiyo segmentation ya influencers work. And you find this information yenye haiko readily available for guys where they wanaangalia kwa campaign, what do they need for this specific campaign? Wanataka reach, wanataka conversion ama wanataka nini? Then the thing with these brands for Maju ni ati they have brand guidelines.
Very proper ones. Very proper.
So
even the way you use their logo.
Yeah, their logos.
Logo tu yenyewe.
Builds up in Kenya because they have their own agreements. So what happens is they sometimes repurpose the content from influencers to be used as their no. So influencers amwambii hivyo for most influencers juu kuna hiyo unayo yeye mko ukiongelea sijui color sijui logos and all that hawajakuwa hakuna that education
wanapagwa tu hampers
that's what
and then they talk about them
and
then people just buy them.
Sam Gishuru Nilab we created something really nice and I can't wait to set the link, but you guys have to come. Anybody who's doing any sort of influencer marketing or running a brand, take that class. I'll give you all secrets agencies and how you're supposed to run influencer marketing. Venye mnafaa kujitetea. I'll even have an influencer lawyer there.
Oh wow.
By the way.
Kuna zile terms za hizo contract zenu hamfai kusign to renegotiate. Kuna you see what happened to what's his name? Inonini kesi ya Nonini na
Mtinda.
It should not have been happening. The influencers should have been protected from that BS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there are those things that we need to talk about. There are things that...
And Leona, if you renegotiate that contract, they always welcome that.
Yeah.
Kama as the
And
agent,
they
yeah.
respect you more.
Oh,
Because
wow.
they feel like, hey, they know their things.
Whatever they've discussed before they present it to you is what they know is the bare minimum.
Yes,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the way.
Whatever you are negotiating is going up and up. And
At
Yeah.
least
What you
ifike
think
mahali
is-
walikuwa
yeah.
wanataka.
whatever they feel like is the bare minimum.
Oh.
So now whatever you preach afterwards
It's what I was
Yeah.
telling Liz.
So unaona na wajali, man. I feel for you ni
Unaona venye kuna watu
You've
wanalipwa.
not been eating
How
money.
much do people get paid for tweeting? Everything, just give me
Yeah.
a figure. What do you
Rough.
think influencers are paid for tweeting? Like a tweet?
They get 500 for a hashtag.
No.
A good
For,
influencer?
for most influencers
Yeah, for
that
most.
don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
they get paid
Like a-
good enough.
Like, and what is good enough? Like what is
At least kama 1 M per year.
let's say
No,
per campaign.
just a
Hebu mwambie
tweet.
per campaign.
Yeah, per campaign.
Per campaign.
Let's say a month a campaign.
So.
Watu wenye wa get to so ni less than 5 people.
Yeah. I'll tell you, there's 2 guys I know. Per tweet they get 100K.
Oh, wow.
Tweet moja hivi. Tweet.
Wala kusenda utweet.
Tweet.
Si unaona?
Brand positioning.
Si unaona venye
Vile siwezi
nini?
hata sema ni nani.
Sign
100 hivi.
Sikia. Sign with me.
One tweet.
See,
Less than 280 words. Yeye hata hajalipa Twitter. Ati ako na thread.
let me tell you
Tweet words.
so that you can gauge us and because Blaze will be very shy to say this. At least for us we get paid 100K
Yeah.
per tweet.
Yeah.
Per campaign.
Per
Per
campaign,
campaign,
yeah.
per campaign.
Yeah. You should
Nayo
get
nayo ni a good
Get
bag.
more.
2 people.
Shit, Victor, no, what am
I know strong people who get 100K per tweet.
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
campaign.
100K
So
per
imagine.
Yeah, sign with me,
Eh.
bro. Sign with
So
me.
imagine a run campaign.
Where
Ile
we
bank
sign
atamake.
it?
That guy just needs to
Da,
do a tweet.
sikia. And also sikia.
sorted.
Sikia. Hii nini yangu, Hakuna ni ile unaona ile nini atu nini anybody. Sikia vile nasema my organization tutakuwa we look for you. Don't look for us. Juu hatutaki ati nini hatutaki kutuma watu upigwe juu ulipi 20%.
Yeah.
Tunaweza fly on the side.
Of course.
Hatuwezi mu afford, bro.
Hapana. Mimi nipea shares. Let me tell you something.
Tunapea shares ya nini?
Yeah.
Mnanipea shares.
Kuna platform tutamwona.
Sikia. Yeah. Wacha tutadiscuss hiyo nini baadaye. So tumego 20 minutes of our scheduled time. The conversations were really dope. So
Yeah.
we'll start there. Where can people find you? What do you think the future for your business? Where people can find you? And when I reach out, aje.
Okay. I've not thought so much about the future anyway, but I know it's still in tech.
Yeah.
Building solutions, tech solutions. Yeah, I think that's where my future is. But I still want to get into digital marketing more into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think itakuwa very necessary, especially for what you are doing.
Yes.
To be very necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. What did you say that username was?
Lover boy, certified. certified lover boy.
Bado nita come up na nini nyingine. Account nyingine. On the side. On the side. I think the future is still promising. So we'll still focus on tech and solutions and pushing for more products in the market. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming. You had a comment, bro. Sindio? Yeah, ndio upeana vote of thanks huko. He's a very polite person.
I think kitu mimi upenda kuona ni especially for this generation of us, like wasa wanafanya job vizuri na msana anajituma na msana yuko mean na information. Nime like sana vile like mnashare hizi kama vile
tips mazee.
Nasema okay, I know it's a dating app but wanasema wanapeana premium features kuna watu wanasafa huku nje, so
Yeah.
kuna msana anahitaji hiyo service
Yeah.
than the rest of
Yeah.
us, na kuna mse maybe anahitaji hiyo e-commerce platforms zenye zitafanya. Kuna mse mwenye akiambiwa anaweza press link like mse get direct kwa inbox yake ya WhatsApp, anaona ni kani
Ni maajabu wazi.
but that's what they need to sell shoes, to sell food.
I think hata ntanini match now.
Yeah, so I think that's a very good
Yeah.
thing.
Actually, yes.
So man, like I really like to have such kinds of conversations. Hata leo nimeenjoy sana juu sikuwa naongea, nilikuwa nasikiza tu. So yeah, but I think for me ni hiyo tu ya you guys are doing a really good job, and nimelearn a lot leo, and it's up to us as a generation
to change this shit.
To change like vile hao zao wanatuona na pia vile our younger people wanatuangalia. But yeah, good job. Ndakuwa tuna follow up vile journey yenu iko, alafu hopefully a year from now tukiwa chini tutakuwa tumeachieve every
another conversation.
a large chunk a large chunk of what tumesema leo tunataka kufanya.
So to add on to whatever you had asked about people who want to get into tech, I would like to advise people like tech iko very broad. Like people don't just make apps and websites. Like there are a lot of things that need tech out here. Like kama pia shosho wako anaweza kuwa anahitaji like solution fulani. So people getting into tech should like have a broader perspective of things.
Solving actual problems.
Yeah, you should not like get into whatever I got into or whatever he's gotten into.
Yes.
You should come up with your unique idea, try venture into it, research about it, and I'm sure you'll come up with something. You'll come up with something nice and unique, and that you can commercialize. Yeah.
And then like see glamorous like only the hours you spend
Crazy.
Yeah.
Behind the screen and all that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, on social media, all platform Flavitech. Yeah.
So we'll so but they are to show you what your nini the agency is called.
Sisi tuko mintilime.co.ke. You can find them on social media.
It's a very nice website, by the way.
It's yeah, so we're a creative agency, so we actually now need guys like you, because everyone I work with is someone like you. I don't work with regular people, and I actually don't have a storyteller. Actually, something I need to tell you. You need to look, Kenyan Dictionary. I cannot even tell you the money we pay Kenyan Dictionary. It's crazy. Look into storytelling in that way. Like, your group, your marketers, who else do you know that is like Kenyan Dictionary who can do this? We're like, we don't know anyone.
Because you don't
and also as the nini, as a pod.
Yeah.
We are doing that. Come on, if you have a client, if you have a client,
I'll just be asking you, unajua someone who does this.
If you have a client with some idea, tunaweza mpea a solution for that.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. I'll do that a lot because ni kama shida yetu sika, Chora. Chora Studio. Chora Studio, they are able to bring their concepts to life. But now us who are storytellers, we're not able to bring our stories to life kama Chora venye Chora. So the best thing we can do is, first of all, we need to be known. Unaona venye tunakuja hapa tunaongea. But ni important because me by the job zangu zote mupe watu wako in networks zenye najua on Twitter wapi.
So
it's important.
Let me plug him again. What he does, if you want your stories to be brought to life, he has we have these people that we know. One of them is a very talented artist, aitwa Wango.
Oh, nice.
He draws really good.
Okay.
Kama uliona hiyo time ya KCB, the actual drawings of participants on the ground.
That was the guy.
Hand drawn. That's so. What Victor does is if you want stories to be told, he does the copy and Wango does the writings. I also have this friend of mine anaitwa Waila. He does Si Waila. Si Waila. Waila. It's Waila. WYLA.
Okay.
Yeah, Waila. He does caricatures. So if you have an event.
Anakuja na nini?
And he can do very nice caricatures, and he's super fast. So if you want
activations,
if you have activations and such, and you want, or even if you want stories, Waila, Wango, and Victor can do dope shit. Yeah,
I'll tell you, that is really nice. That's a good set of skills to have. Sai, there is work for everyone.
So we just want work. Though wanilipe my 20%.
Your 20%.
See, I'm a good person. I'm not a good person. Yeah. Yangu ni tax free. Mnalipa mkishalipa tax.
I'm pay housing.
Acha ni mzuri.
Tax free.
Bana.
Wacha malize at show Minty. You said mintylime.co.ke. So where else can they find you?
Imagine go to mintylime.co.ke. Like us, we've automated every process. So if you go anywhere and just write anything, it comes straight to either me or Felix.
Yes. Oh, nice.
So it's very proper. It's fast, really nice. Yes, and we have a network. Now you see, like now you become part of our networks. We have a network of everything. Even the work that we don't do directly, we white label for other people. So yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Asante.
Mr. Frank.
Vote of thanks. First of all, I was very happy to meet her with the excitement and the expertise, because I knew. Bro, I'm on your side. I knew she would provide solutions, because man, we're in this tech stuff together. Na tech ni ile stuff lazima ujiback up we mwenyewe before it works out. Let me tell you, before your shit pays, and I can at this point I can even provide solutions, but before it pays, hey bro, you'll have to work. So she has to be there to tell you how to engage with people, how to keep people engaged. And the same thing for Victor with his story writing. And so they are doing something very good. It's a startup. So definitely by standards, it's a startup. Victor is a writer. So you approach Victor on a different angle.
Hata mimi ni startup, bro.
Where's anaitisha 20% huyu kwanza huyu.
So sikia, unaona nataka mkilipwa more, I get
si tukilipwa alafu tunakulipa.
Hakuna standard.
So all in all, bro, I was very happy that she was showing up. She gave us reviews. Even
her case studies zinakonga on point.
Me Blaze na Victor, we handled that KCB campaign last year. So that time that you are giving research 1 year later, silikuwa last year June. Ilikuwa last year June. So this 24 June.
But sisi hata hatukuwa critical on that.
Ilikuwa
like ali get cooked nini elsewhere.
I'll get Google now. Let me
I'll get cooked elsewhere.
So funny thing is she talked about a different campaign, then another different team jumped on board. So the whole team were shielded. We were like,
by the
nyorosha huyo mtu, nyorosha pika hiyo kitu, but pika yote. So anyway, we are very happy for the reviews. We've done a lot of stuff. We are looking forward to doing a lot of stuff, and we hope to have you another time. Progress.
But anytime
I'll bring a payment system. Hiyo tutaongea kando. But thank you for everyone for showing up. Thank you for everyone for making this a very
na hii juu pia hii masaa si ati ni poa
on a Friday.
Friday.
So thank you for showing up. Amazing to have you here. Lovely episode.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Peace.
Party cups, burning trees.